business end of this Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. And we are here at the beautiful Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for the all-important eliminator of this NCL T20. The stage is set for an exciting game of cricket between two of the most exciting teams of this tournament. Khulna division will take on Chattogram to keep their hopes alive for the place in the final. As we are all set for this eliminator between Khulna and Chattogram, Noor Hassan Chauhan for Khulna and Yasir Ali Chaudhary, the leader for Chattogram. It has been a struggle and ups and downs for both the teams, as Chattogram and Khulna are the third and fourth teams to go on to qualify for the eliminator, while Dhaka Metro and Rangpur are the two top sides. 14 points for Dhaka and Rangpur with 10 points. But it will be interesting to see how Khulna and Chattogram face each other in this important eliminator. And the road to the final, winner of this game will qualify for the qualifier 2, where they face the loser of qualifier 1 between Dhaka Metro and Rangpur division, while the final will take place on December the 24th here at the beautiful Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. The stage is set. Khulna to take on Chattogram in the day's first game, while Dhaka Metro to face Rangpur in the first qualifier. Right, we're all set for the all-important pitch report downstairs with 𝗂𝗦𝗽𝗂𝗃 Ghosh.
Overcast conditions here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium as we look forward to the eliminator and the first qualifier. Looking at pitch number 3 here, it's quite different to the days before. If we have a look here, it's been shaved off. The grass has been shaved off. It has a nice brown, bright color to it. So if we look at the 5-meter mark, there's not much grass, right? So if we see here, bit of green patches here. So if the ball pitches here, anything full, they'll be going away out of the ropes, most likely, for 4s or 6s. But if we come here, there are few cracks, a fair bit of grass. It's a bit on the wetter side, which means there's a fair bit of moisture underneath. The sun, I think the curator has been waiting for the sun, but it hasn't come out. It's playing hide and seek, which means there's going to be movement of the deck, but also swing if the cloud remains up above. I think that makes it tricky, because apart from that, it seems to be a pretty good wicket to bat on. So it will be a tricky one for the teams, but maybe with overcast conditions and a bit of moisture, you win the toss and have a bowl first.
Yes, overcast and foggy conditions here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. So toss can prove to be a vital aspect of this game. This crucial eliminator between Khulna and Chattogram. As we can see, the floodlights already on. So the overcast condition can play a big role in this game. And we have already seen 𝗂𝗦𝗽𝗂𝗃 Ghosh mentioning about the surface, where the bowlers can make an impact early on using these overcast conditions. And so far, the surface has played really well for both the batters and the bowlers. Yep, Chattogram, they have come up with some brilliant cricketers in the side. However, the start was not the best, but they bounced back really well. The mixture of youth and experience in the side, with the likes of Irfan Shukkur, Mominul Haq, the former captain, will lead the side from the front alongside the youngster Mahmudul Hassan Joy, has been in terrific touch alongside skipper Noor Hassan Chauhan and Tushar Imran, the head coach of Khulna division. Anamul Haq Bijoy must mention about this batter, scored the second 100 of the tournament. A couple of under-19 cricketers as well in the side. Top run getters of this tournament, obviously Jishan Alam hitting that first 100 of the tournament with 281 runs. For Sylhet division, Habibur Rahman Chauhan 259, another explosive batter. Naeem Sheikh 251, Azizul Tamim, the youngster for Khulna 216, and Ariful Islam also among the top 5 run getters in this tournament. Alauddin Babu leads the chart for the highest wicket takers list with 14 scalps. Ahmed Sharif from Chattogram with 13, Rakibul, Abu Haidar, Ebad 12, 11 and 10 wickets each. for them. It has been an exciting T20 tournament for the local cricketers where they can show their skills and using this platform for the future days. Best innings, must mention about that 𝗂𝗃𝗍𝗂𝗃𝗍 100, batted really well, 101 not out. We mentioned about Jishan Alam's 100. The shot-making ability of this youngster has been terrific. Ariful Islam and Tamim Iqbal, what a knock he played on the other day, 91. Mahfuzur Rabbi, another youngster. So the mixture of youth and experience was also seen in the top 5 run getters and wicket takers list. Most six-hitters, obviously, Habibur Rahman with 17 sixes. Can hit those big. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, another strong lad from Sylhet, scoring 13 of those. Tamim Iqbal, the veteran, 10 sixes for him as well. Naeem Sheikh and Imran Zaman, 10 and 9 sixes each in this tournament. Most four-hitters, Naeem Sheikh can hit those balls all along the ground. 27 of those from Dhaka Metro. Habibur Rahman Chauhan is always up there. 26 boundaries. Mahmudul Hasan, Imran Zaman, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 loves hitting those boundaries. It's a beautiful sight here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. And both the teams have already started their warm-up for this all-important eliminator. A beautiful setup, and toss can play a vital role in this game as we head to Shorturl Ghosh yet again with the two captains.
It's toss time for the eliminator of the Al Rafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Here with Nur Hasan Chauhan, the Khulna captain, Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi, the Chattogram captain, and match referee Niamur Rashid Rahul. Chauhan will toss the coin.
Tails. Tails is call.
Tails is the call.
And it's tails.
From Rabbi, and it is tails. Rabbi, you've won the toss and decided to
Bowl first.
bowl first. Well, overcast conditions and
Overcast conditions and like we're playing three simmers, so I think we would like to take that advantage.
how's the pitch looking to you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Like as the day progresses, I think it will get better.
What do you think would be a good target or a range to chase?
I think if we can get them out by 120 to 140, I think that would be a very good score to chase.
120 to 140. Not the greatest of forms you come into, but you want to change things around, I'm sure.
Yes,
Yeah?
obviously.
How's the team combination looking?
There's 3 changes. Irfan Shukur and Ashraful Hussain Rohan and Irfan Hussain comes in. Like 3 men go out.
All right. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Johan, what would you have done had you won the toss?
The wicket looks good, but I still have a little bit of moisture, but I will go for ball first. But anyway, I think first 6 over is important for us. If we can make it, we can go for a big score.
Yeah, your team is in a good form. 3 out of 3 in terms of the last 3 matches.
We got the momentum and we need to carry that one, and we need to play as a team, and we have that ability. If we can give our 100%, I think it will be good for us.
Yeah, and how much do you want to put up on the board batting first in conditions like this?
I think it depends on first 6 over, how can we start, and hopefully 160 to 170 will be good.
Any changes?
1 changes. Mrityunjay is not playing, Mehdi Rana is playing.
All right, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, for the eliminator, the news from the middle is that Chattogram have won the toss and decided to have a bowl first.
It's a crucial toss to win for Chattogram as they elected to bowl first, keeping that overcast conditions in mind, and they will be looking to make an impact using these conditions early on. We've seen how the surface has played so far in this tournament, but the seamers can get those perches early on with this lateral movement and extra bit of bounce, making life difficult for the batters. Tushar Imran, the head coach for Khulna division, he is assisted by another former Bangladesh bowler, Syed Rasul, as the assistant coach of the side. Local lad knows the cricketers really well. Chattogram division, on the other hand, will also be looking to make an impact in this tournament. They've had a mixed bag so far. After losing the first game, they bounced back well. They don't have the likes of Tamim Iqbal in this all-important eliminator, but the likes of Mominul, Shahzad Deepu alongside Yasir Ali, the skipper, will surely put their hands up in this big game. Shahzad Deepu, as I mentioned, Fahad, Irfan Shukur batted well. Mahmoudul Hassan Joy, experienced and former captain. Mominul Haq is also there. Ahmed Sharif, the leading wicket taker for Chattogram. Rohan, Sadikur, Irfan and Naeem Hassan, the tall off-spinner, will surely like to use this surface in their favour. Irfan, the fast bowler, has that new ball in his hand as he's gearing up to utilize these conditions. It's a good toss to win. It's a great atmosphere, and we are hoping for an exciting eliminator between the two teams who played some glorious cricket. Khulna, on the other hand, led by Qazi Noor Hassan Chauhan, they've got a star-studded lineup, the likes of 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, Tutul, Anamul-Haq-𝗵𝗁𝗃, another in-form batter, young Azizul Hakim Tamim, look really good in this tournament alongside experienced Mohammad Mithun, Nahidul, Tipu Sultan Mehdi and pacer Alamin Hussain will lead the pace bowling attack for Khulna. Right, as I mentioned, it's a great atmosphere, overcast conditions, ideal for fast bowlers, well, a struggle for the batters as well, but it will be interesting to see how the batters react in this situation. And talking about the conditions and the atmosphere, I am alongside Samit Kashim. Samit, good to be back here.
Wonderful to be here for the Al Arfa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Been following the tournament very closely and very excited to be here to cover the rest of it. As the Khulna batsmen prepare to come out and start this innings off, they would have, as Chauhan mentioned at the toss, if he had won the toss, he would have probably elected to bowl first, but he didn't. Yasir Ali won the toss, and he has got the honors. However, if you were going to send a batting lineup in to bat first in overcast conditions, as the umpires make their way out, Ghazi Ashraf Sohail and Mahfuzur Rahman Litu are two on-field umpires. TV umpire Muniruz Zaman. And our fourth umpire today is Ali Arman Raju. As Bijoy makes his way out, Bijoy, as we mentioned, had a wonderful 100 earlier in the tournament. He scored 160 runs in this tournament so far, at an average of 26, but 101 of them came in one innings. So from his remaining 6 innings, he only has 44 runs. He'll be looking to improve his consistency in today's match. Huge match. Loser goes home today. Winner lives to fight another day in this tournament.
The best of 101 not out. Anamul-Haq-𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃 looked really good. Talented cricketer, can play those shots, turn things around in his favor on his given day. Azizul Tamim, another youngster, impressed many with his shot-making abilities with the best of 66. 141 is the strike rate. As he will be up against Fahad Hussain. Picked up 8 wickets in this tournament with the best of 4 for 11. Great opportunity for someone like him in this big stage. Make a name for himself in this crucial encounter of this Al Arfa Islami Bank NCL powered by Walton. And we are all set for the first ball of this game with Anamul-Haq-𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃 taking the guard to face the first ball of the innings. He's got a slip, gully, point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, deep square leg and deep fine leg in place. So the idea will be to take the ball into the right-hander. Takes the charge, first ball, what a shot, what a start for Khulna. Boundary through extra cover from the bat of Anamul-Haq-𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃 as Khulna are off and running.
Lovely noise off the back bat there from Anamul-Haq-𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃. Just a bit wide outside off stump, and he leaned into it. Perfect timing, perfect placement, pierced the cover field for 4 runs. Fahad Hussain is the opening bowler here for Chittagong, who have a experienced and varied pace attack. They have Fahad Hussain, they have Irfan Hussain, and they have the second highest wicket taker in the tournament, Ahmad Sharif, all there.
Looking for that room again, 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗍𝗁 with that trigger movement, moving towards the onside, but the angle of Fahad following the batter, given as leg buys. Yeah, the idea for the fast bowlers will be to use the most out of this overcast condition, Samit.
Yes, and the Chattogram fast bowlers so far have done that in this tournament. 13 wickets for Sharif, 8 wickets for Fahad, 6 wickets for Irfan. So they've all chipped in, and it's been a productive bowling attack. And as he said, Naeem Hassan, the tall off spinner, to complement this attack as well. It will be a challenge, but off to a good start so far. 5 from just 2 deliveries.
Swing and a miss. Tempted the batter to come forward with that angle going away from the left-hander. So Azizul Tamim needs to be careful with those fancy drives away from his body.
A swing of the bat and some swing with the ball as well for Fahad Hussain. Azizul, of course, comes into this tournament hugely confident, having captained the under-19 side to victory in the Asia Cup. And he has shown just how much confidence can do to a batter's ability coming into this tournament, and has been excellent so far. 217 runs he's scored at an average of 31 and a strike rate of 141. And he will be looking to continue today.
Trying to take that to the fuller side. Fahad, as I mentioned earlier, Azizul Hakim, his captain Qazi Nurul Hasan Chauhan spoke highly about him, mentioned the talent of this youngster and the way his bat swing and hitting abilities stands apart from the others.
He's a very exciting talent for Bangladeshi cricket, and that's exactly what a tournament like this Al-Arfa Islami Bank T20 powered by Walton is here to do, to show us the young talent we have. Oh, this one's up in the air, leading edge, should be taken, keeper's coming under it, Irfan Shukru takes the catch, Bijoy is dismissed, 1 down here, our Khulna. Looked to play it away onto the leg side, but got a leading edge, and it went high up in the air. Keeper did very well to come around and take that catch, clearing the rest of the fielders out of the way before he did.
That's a big, big blow for Khulna. Anamul Haq Bijoy, the in-form batter. Again, closing the bat a bit early with that extra bit of bounce from Fahad. Undone Anamul Haq as Irfan Shukr completes an easy catch with the gloves on. Once again, banging that hard in the surface. We mentioned about the extra bit of bounce, and that moisture in the surface will surely help the bowlers to take that early advantage. And Chattogram division making the most out of it. Anamul Haq Bijoy departs after scoring 4. Khulna 6 for 1. Experienced Mohammad Mithun walks into the middle. Another prolific run scorer for Khulna over the years. And even in this NCL T20, batted well. Best of 71, strike rate 111. And it's a different game, different atmosphere. Under pressure, early on in the innings, Mohammad Mithun will surely like to take some time up front and then play his strokes. Fahad, on the other hand, will be a lot more confident after the wicket in his very first over, as he removed the dangerous Anamul Haq Bijoy. Mohammad Mithun will be up against Fahad. Last ball of the over, already a wicket down for Khulna. End of a successful over for Fahad and Chattogram. Khulna 6 for 1. What a start for Chattogram. Fahad removing 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 while trying to flick that one on the onside, getting the top edge and lose his wicket. That's the wicket again. Trying to take the charge again, Samid. We have seen him how he tried to charge the ball, even the first ball that he faced.
It was good bowling also. The batsman was caught in two minds a little bit. As he came down the wicket, he would have looked to have made space and played away on the offside, but cramped for room. Ball came in on closer to his, right into his body, and the adjustment didn't quite work out. He did try to play it down on the leg side, but already got the leading edge, and it was a well-taken catch. Irfan Hussain will open the bowling alongside Fahad Hussain for Chattogram. He has 6 wickets in 6 matches so far, average of 27, economy rate of 9.27, as Azizul Hakim is on strike.
Swing and a miss. Missed the keeper as well. Misses is completely. Irfan Shukr kept a bit low as well, but they will fetch a boundary off by.
Welcome runs as Mithun came in to join Azizul at the end of the following the dismissal of Bijoy. Mithun has also had a decent tournament so far, 129 runs, but again, one big score in his tournament, 71 from one innings, and from his other 6 matches, only 58 runs at an average of 9.6. So again, the consistency has been a factor for these experienced Khulna batsmen.
Banged in the surface, in the air, tried to clear that straight. Will get a couple, but the intentions are very clear. Even the overcast conditions helping the bowlers, the Khulna batters, won't stop them to play their strokes.
Their skipper Nurul Hasan Chauhan did mention at the toss that they'd have to be cautious for the first 6 overs or so, and then this pitch should get a bit better for batting, but they still want to be on the board.
Irfan Hussain, along with Fahad, opening the innings with the new ball for Chattogram. Relatively unknown names, Samid, and that's the beauty of this NCL T20. The likes of Irfan, Fahad coming in, making their names, opening the innings for Chattogram division. Outstanding opportunity for these guys.
Absolutely, Mazhar. It's great to see players like this get a chance. Great shot. Wonderful shot. That's gone almost, perhaps has gone all the way, I think. That was 6 off the bat of Azizul. Short ball banged in. He picked up the length very, very early. Played it over deep mid-wicket for 6. Excellent shot. As Khulna are looking to get the acceleration, hit the accelerator here.
Made it to the position so quickly. And that's the power of Azizul Hakim Tamim. As I mentioned earlier, skipper Chauhan rated high this youngster and mentioned the fact that he needs to play the way he plays. The natural hitting ability is there. Now he needs to work on his mindset. Change of field for the left-hander. Slip goes off to cover. There is an extra cover. Short third, backward point, short fine leg, deep square and deep mid-wicket in place. Perhaps a short ball coming. What a shot. Outstanding batting. Now on the offside. Just saw the fielder at slip, goes off to cover. Finds that vacant area between backward point and short third. Superb timing.
If you want to make an opposition captain regret a fielding change, that is how you do it. A fielder just moved away from there and Hakim plays the ball right where that fielder was. Wonderful batting. And you mentioned earlier the intent that he has. You can see already in this over. Missed the first couple of deliveries and then has launched. Another good delivery there just outside the off stump. Hakim letting that one go. End of the second over. It's 22-1 Khulna.
It's been a positive start for Khulna despite losing the opener 𝗂𝗛𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃 early in the first over. They are 22-1 after 2. And with Azizul Hakim Tamim is in terrific touch. Struck a gorgeous 6 towards deep mid-wicket and a boundary on the offside. Fahad will be up against Mohammad Mithun. He's got a slip in place. Worked away on the onside for a single. These two sides face each other in the group stage summit, where Khulna beat Chattogram by 5 wickets. Chattogram posted 129 for 6. Mahmudullah Sanjoy top scoring with 30 in reply. They go on to chase the target quite comfortably with 7 balls to spare. Azizul Hakim Tamim, 36 of 25. Nurul Hasan Shohan 20 and Zia scored 39 in that game.
And Bijoy also departed early in that game for Khulna, this time dismissed by Fahad Hussain. Last time was dismissed by Irfan Hussain. Nurul Hasan Shohan mentioned at the toss that Yasser Ali mentioned at the toss, the Chattogram captain, that he would like to restrict this Khulna side to somewhere between 120 and 140. Mazhar, you've been following this tournament extensively. What do you think would be a good score here today? What would be a difficult target?
From a batting seam's perspective, I'd love to score someone maybe 160, 170 to give something for the bowlers, as we have seen how the surface got better as the day progressed with sun coming out. It gets harder. Good for the batters to play their strokes. However, the spinners can also come into play. So anything between 160 to 180 should be a good total on the board for the batting side. Yes, obviously you mentioned about Yasir Ali. Restricting the opponent between 120 to 140 will be a great task for them. But for that, they need to use this condition. But the two batters in the middle, especially Azizul Hakim, is looking to play his strokes to utilize this power play. And it will be important to see how the bowlers react.
Looking to play his strokes and getting good value for his strokes. When he has played the ball aggressively, it has come off the bat nicely. The outfield is quick. There doesn't seem to be too many demons in the pitch despite the overhead conditions around us, as everything looks to be cleared up again and Fahad Hussain is steaming in.
That's the youth brings in, Samit. No matter what the situations are in the middle, they will play their strokes. It's an advantage for a youngster who plays without any baggage in his mind.
Yeah, you want him to do that, especially early on in his career, tournament like this, where it's really a staging ground to see what he can offer Bangladeshi cricket in the future. You want him to play his natural game and to show off the talents that he has.
Tentative. Good bowling by Fahad. That hard length with slip in place, bowling according to the field. That's very disciplined bowling, must say.
Yeah, he's bowled very well so far, Fahad Hussain. Especially given he's been having to face a left-hander and a right-hander so far. He's adjusted his lines very well. As you could see with the Bijoy wicket, Bijoy was looking to make some room but didn't get any from the bowler. And if he continues this way, he's going to be hard to score runs off of.
Timed that way, fielder at deep will cut it off. Yeah, it's also important for someone like Azizul Hakim to construct his innings. Yes, using the power play will be his first task, but at the same time, Khulna also keep that in mind. that wickets intact can help them to go past that big total.
Absolutely. The way someone like Azizul Hakim has been playing, the kind of form he is in, the kind of confidence he has as a young man right now, the longer he stays out in the middle, the higher Khulna's chances are of winning this match. He is, despite the experience that they have from other guys like Mithun and Shohan, Imrul Kais is still to bat for this side. It is his youthful aggression that can really take them to a huge score.
Shot wide, punched it away. Easy pickings for someone like Mohammad Mithun. It was going away from him. All he needs to do is just put that bat onto that one.
Can't bowl there to a batsman of Mohammad Mithun's caliber. Very wide outside off stump. Easily hit over the point fielder for 4 more runs. And that is the difficulty of having the left and right-hander. The left-hander just took a single. First ball to the right-hander, just got his line wrong and punished.
These are the adjustments that someone like Fahad needs to do up against an experienced campaigner like Mithun. Nicely played, a bit of misfield, allows them to scamper through for a single. A decent over for Khulna, 7 coming from it. They are 29 for 1 after 3. Not a bad comeback for Khulna after losing Anamul Haq Bijoy in the first over. Mohammad Mithun and Azizul Hakim scored boundaries where Azizul Hakim struck that gorgeous 6 over deep mid-wicket early on. And with that positive intent, skipper Yasir Ali Chaudhary had to bring a spinner in place in the 4th over of the innings, last ball of the previous over. Tried to work that away, a bit of mix-up. But in the end, it takes that single. Yeah, spinner in the 4th over of the innings. A bit surprised, Samit?
Definitely, given the overcast conditions and the fact that the second highest wicket taker in the tournament, Ahmed Sharif, right arm fast medium bowler, is at his disposal. It is a bit surprising to see spin so early.
Tossed up delivery, and Mohammad Mithun says thank you very much. It was right in the slot, and he cleared that long on boundary quite comfortably. First 6 for Mithun.
Lovely stroke from Mohammad Mithun. Pitched up by Naeem right in the slot, and he's hit that comfortably straight down the ground for 6. Great batting from Mohammad Mithun, and not the best start from Naeem, right in the slot.
That's what a positive intent can do. Even in overcast conditions were not enough for the 2 batters. A bit of mix-up. Misfielding as well. This could have been a run out, but in the end, the 2 batters will scamper through for 2. Not good cricket from Chattogram's perspective.
I think if we have a lot of look here, you'll see the confusion between the 2 batters almost cost them it did cost them confusion between the 2 fielders. Other than focusing on the ball, they were focusing on the confusion between the 2 batters, let them get through for the single, and in fact they took 2 off that delivery. Yasir Ali, the captain, will not be happy with that fielding effort.
Goes for that reverse. Plays that fine, using the pace of the bowler, deft touch, but I don't think he got enough on that one. But Mohammad Mithun will get a couple. Playing with the mind of the bowler now, Mohammad Mithun. That's what experience is all about.
He's been good since he's come in, has Mohammad Mithun. He's taken some pressure off the youngster at the other end, off to a quick start, 16 off just 7 deliveries. So not hanging about is Mohammad Mithun.
Moves towards the offside, eyeing that vacant area. Direct hit. I think he would have been a goner. Azizul Hakim Tamim needs to be careful with that calling. Never run on a misfield, Samit.
Definitely. That was definitely not good calling there from Hakim. He saw that the fielder got the ball. He charging down the wicket. Didn't really have a look at his partner to see if he was interested in coming. That is that youthful exuberance, though. But he has to control that a little bit. Doesn't want to get himself run out in particular, especially in a match like this. If you're going to get out, let them get you out on their own merit.
Naeem gave away 10 so far. Good stop of his own bowling. He's also an experienced campaigner, Naeem, using his height to great effect. And in such surfaces where extra bit of bounce can play a big role. And we have seen how the overcast conditions also offering something for the bowlers.
That was completely missed everyone. Missed the keeper, missed the line, missed the batsman, and that's 5 wides from Naeem. As you were mentioning, it is nice to see a bowler like Naeem. So we see lots of spinners in Bangladesh. There's no lack of talented spinners in Bangladesh, but someone like Naeem offers something a bit different because of his height that he has, because of the way that he uses the bounce. He does offer a slightly different kind of bowler. As we remember, the first time we really got a look at him was back in 2018 when he made his debut for the Bangladesh senior test side.
End of an expensive over for Naeem. 15 coming from it. After 4, Khulna 44 for 1. It's been a very good comeback for Khulna, despite losing out Anamol Bijoy up front after scoring 4 at the bowling of Fahad. Since then, Azizul Tamim and Mithun build up a partnership with that positive frame of mind. 14 of 11 for Tamim, 16 of 10 for Mithun. And both the batters are not afraid to play their strokes. Against the seamers, they use their feet really well. And also against the spinner, Naeem Hassan, skipper Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi is desperate to break this partnership as he brings in his most successful bowler of the tournament, Ahmed Sharif. With 13 wickets so far, he's the second highest wicket taker of this tournament and also the leading for Chattogram division. 3 for 32 is his best. 2 3-wicket haul as well.
He's an exciting player, is Ahmed Sharif, the young fast bowler from Lakshmipur. Beautiful shot. That was Azizul Hakim there, welcoming Ahmed Sharif into the attack with a huge 6 over mid-wicket. Wasn't completely short, a little bit short, picked it up so early again. He is seeing it like a football out there and smashed away over deep mid-wicket. Excellent shot.
That's the strength of Azizul Hakim. Stand and deliver. He's got a good balance as a batter. It's important to have that base with head still. Good comeback by Sharif after being hit by a 6 off the first ball. It's a good challenge for Ahmed Sharif against the like of Azizul Hakim Tamim, who likes to play his strokes. At the same time, Chattogram will be looking to pick up a wicket. So it's going to be a good contest between bat and ball. 50 also comes up for Khulna in quick time. Was that an outside edge? Was that a drop catch? Hand on head, Irfan Shukr.
Given the reaction of the experienced Irfan Shukr behind the stumps, looks like that, yes, definitely an edge there, and wasn't the hardest to take, really. The wicketkeeper just didn't get down quickly enough. Maybe wasn't in the right position to begin with to take that catch.
This should have been taken. Straightforward opportunity, and someone like Azizul Tamim will surely use the most out of it. It's tough for the bowlers, especially Ahmed Sharif, after being hit by a six of the first ball. Almost got his man.
Yes, and they'll know how important it is to get rid of someone like Azizul Hakim. They faced him earlier in the tournament. He had a good match against them, scoring 36 odd, and he's well on his way to matching that total again today. 19 off just 13 deliveries.
In the air, connection was not good. Fielder at mid-off, Mominul Haq makes no mistake. Ahmed Sharif gets his man finally. After being dropped by Irfan Shukkur behind the stumps, he makes sure Azizul Hakim does not stay for long.
So the missed opportunity from the wicketkeeper only cost them a single run. Azizul Hakim, after an enterprising innings of 20 runs, has been dismissed by Ahmed Sharif, who picks up his 14th wicket of this NCL T20.
Was not in the best of position. Azizul Hakim tried to clear that mid-off, played that a bit away from his body, and the bat also moved a bit, making that impact not in the middle part of the bat. Mominul in the end completes a comfortable catch. Azizul Hakim Tamim departs after scoring 20. Khulna 50 for 2. Ahmed Sharif continuing his brilliant run of form in this Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20, powered by Walton. Almost got his man in the second ball of the over, where Irfan Shukkur dropped a rather straightforward chance, but he kept his composure and got his man finally. Veteran Imrul Qais makes his way into the middle. A star-studded batting lineup, but as you mentioned earlier, not the most consistent manner they batted so far in this tournament, as the experienced batter has got a job in his hand.
He hasn't played too many matches in this tournament, has Imrul. This is his 5th match in his 4th innings so far. He's got 76 so far, his highest score of 40 not out, but he's such an experienced campaigner.
Soft hands, gets off the mark immediately. End of a successful over for Ahmed Sharif. A wicket and 7 runs from it. Khulna 51 for 2 after 5.
How quick do you think this guy's bowling?
Not much, maybe 130. Khulna, after a flying start, lost 2 wickets. Anamul Haq Bijoy and Azizul Hakim Tamim, the 2 openers, are back in the hut. Chattogram dugout. Aslam Khan, the trainer of Khulna division. Here comes Ifran. Back of hand. Playing with soft hands. Imrul Qais, as you mentioned, not had the best of time in this tournament. We know these experienced players love to perform in big occasions.
And this is a very important phase of the match now for Khulna. As I mentioned earlier, Shohan said, first 6 overs, they don't want to lose too many wickets. So into the last over of that, these 2 experienced heads will want to get this side through the next phase of play, so that at the end, guys like Shohan can come in and have a go and try to make this a big total. 52 for 2 so far, 5.1 overs in. Run rate is strong. 2 wickets down already are Khulna. 𝗂𝗏𝗏 continues on strike. He's on 16 off just 10 deliveries so far.
Right on the money. It excites me to see the likes of Irfan, Fahad, and then there are the likes of
Ahmed Sharif also. And you're right, Mazhar. We see in the national team in the last few years, we've seen how that pace bowling unit of Bangladesh has developed. And this is showing us why that pace bowling unit has developed.
I think he's gone. A soft dismissal in the end by 𝗂𝗏𝗏, but Irfan got the reward of that consistency that he bowled, that particular length and area. At one point, 𝗂𝗏𝗏 thought of leaving that one, caught in two minds, and eventually getting that outside edge. Easy catch by Irfan Shukr. Jubilation for Irfan.
Well, we saw earlier in his innings, 𝗂𝗏𝗏, his first boundary was a wide, short ball that he played over the top, which he tried to do the same thing again today. In this delivery, realized he didn't have that width on offer. It was too close to him. Didn't have the time to pull out of the shot. Got the edge, and comfortably taken this time. Wicketkeeper makes no mistake.
Skipper Nurul Hasan Chauhan makes his way into the middle as Khulna lost their third wicket, that too of experienced 𝗂𝗏𝗏, who was caught in two minds. But Irfan got his man after some very good bowling display up front. Made the batter think whether to go for it or not. And with that extra bit of juice in the surface early on and a bit of bounce, helped him to get that man. Qazi Nurul Hasan Chauhan, best of 48 not out. The strike rate of 124, scored 192 runs. It's a different situation for him. Normally comes in as a finisher's role, but today he needs to construct the innings. He's inside the power play, already lost 3 wickets. On the leg side, huge shot. No, the angle taking that ball down to the leg side.
Chauhan has been a very important player for this Khulna side. Not only has he been the captain of the side, but as we mentioned earlier, some of the more experienced batters in the side, like Imrul Qais, like Anamul Haq Bijoy, like 𝗂𝗏𝗏, have been a bit inconsistent. Chauhan, on the other hand, has been a model of consistency throughout this tournament so far. Innings of 37, 39, 14, 48 not out, 34 not out, 20 not out. He has only been dismissed before 20 runs on one occasion.
Gets off the mark. Good bowling from Irfan, bowling a lot fuller to Chauhan compared to 𝗂𝗏𝗏. These are the small things as a bowler you need to figure it out early in the innings, the strength and weaknesses of a batter. Chauhan loves to play on the back foot. Mithun, on the other hand, loves to play on the front. So yeah, figuring out this sort of things helps you grow as a bowler.
Absolutely. They've worked very well as a fast bowling unit, these three so far. They have gone for some runs, but if you've noticed, each one of them have picked up a wicket. The first 3 batsmen that came into the crease are back in the hut now.
End of a very good over by Irfan. A wicket and just 2 runs from it. End of the power play as well. After 6, Khulna 53 for 3. End of the power play, 53 for 3 for Khulna division. Just lost a bit too many wickets in the power play. This run rate looks good, but those 3 wickets can prove to be costly later in the innings. Confirmation, power play done and dusted. Chattogram will be happy to pick those wickets. Khulna, on the other hand, will like to continue the momentum, that run rate. A partnership is required at the moment for them.
Not just 3 wickets, but 3 very important wickets. Anamul-Haq Bijoy and Mohammad Mithun, both stalwarts of Bangladesh cricket, experienced heads. And Azizul Hakim, the young swashbuckling star of this tournament so far, really. The under-19 captain. So 3 very important wickets taken by Chattogram early on. So despite the run rate, Khulna under pressure.
This is how Nurul Hasan Chauhan plays. Try to drag that ball from way outside the off stump towards that onside. The intention was right. There's no fielder inside the circle apart from the fielder at mid-on. Vacant areas through mid-wicket. There's a fielder at deep square leg and deep fine leg. So there's a huge gap between deep square leg and mid-wicket region.
Now, orthodox is not a word that comes to mind when you watch Nurul Hasan Chauhan bat, but entertainment definitely is.
That is a peach of a delivery. Angling in and at the last moment just going away from the right-hander.
Sharif is looking very dangerous. Wicket, edge off his first over, and again, steaming in here. He's quicker through the air than the other 2 bowlers, in the other 2 pacers in this Chattogram lineup. And he's another youngster, so he's bowling with a lot of exuberance, a lot of energy, a lot of passion. He wants to stake his claim here.
Kept a bit low, played with soft hands. Nurul Hasan Chauhan. Yeah, Ahmed Sharif brings a lot in the plate. Can move the ball both ways. Hit the deck hard sort of bowler, but at the same time has got that swing. Consistently bowl at a right area.
Absolutely, as I was mentioning earlier, that the national team has seen so many pacers come through, and you can see that it's not just the national team, it's the entire domestic setup of Bangladesh cricket that has worked very hard on developing pacers. You see Chattogram here with a 3-man pace attack, all bowling quite well. None of these guys have played for the national team yet, so it's not just the bowlers we see in the forefront, it's all over the domestic scene.
In the air. Just gone past the fielder at mid-off. Mominul-Haq will rush through, cut it off, and the 2 batters will scamper through for a couple. Yeah, just adding to your point, providing that platform and environment for the fast bowlers has been the key for the Bangladeshi fast bowlers to grow over the years. We've seen how the surfaces played for them, especially here in Sylhet. These are extraordinary surfaces for the fast bowlers who can get those early swing, movement, bounce. We have seen how Rajshahi played such way. The pitches there in Rajshahi, excellent for the fast bowlers. So yeah, providing those opportunities through such wickets will help the more fast bowlers to grow in the coming days.
Absolutely, and a lot of credit has to go to everyone involved in the domestic scene in Bangladesh, from the Bangladesh Cricket Board to all the divisions, the district teams, the clubs in the Dhaka Premier League. Everyone has contributed to this rise of Bangladeshi fast bowling in the last 5 or 6 years, and it's wonderful to see, especially as you said, on a ground like this here in Sylhet.
Surprised him with an extra bit of pace, and the length was not right to pull that one. End of another very good over by Sharif. After 7, Khulna 56 for 3.
Fast ball there, just hitting Mohammad Mithun in the midriff. As we have a change here in the commentary box, I'm joined by Mr. 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗎 Ghosh. Good morning to you, 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗎.
Very good morning, Samid, and a very good morning to all our viewers as you're watching the eliminator of the Al Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton in association with Lily, Ace Properties and Oryx. And just a short recap for everyone where 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗃 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝗃𝗃, the skipper of the Chattogram side, won the toss, decided to have a bowl first, and they've had a fairly good power play, 53 for 3. Sliding down the leg.
Yeah, Nurul Hasan Shohan at the toss with you, Shamunnoy, had mentioned to you that if he had won the toss, he might have probably had a bowl himself, but he'll be relatively happy with the way things have gone so far. Maybe would have liked if one of his openers were still at the crease.
We agree with you. The run rate's good, above 7. Makes room for himself, going backward of square, will get 4 for it.
Made some room there, did Nurul Hasan Shohan. Not the kind of batsman who likes to stay quiet for so long. He had been bogged down for a few deliveries there, but just saw one, hoiked it away on the leg side for 4 runs.
Yeah, the bottom hand came off. Just going back to the point you mentioned, they have the run rate. Yes, they've maybe lost a wicket or 2 more than their liking. Comes down the wicket again, goes downtown, smacked back past the bowler. Back-to-back boundaries for the Khulna captain.
Came down the wicket there, Nurul Hasan Shohan made room for himself and very nicely played straight back over the bowler's head. No fielders down there, vacant region.
It's putting the bowler under pressure, staking the attack. Just carrying on with the momentum the top order has given them. Especially Azizul Hakim Tamim and Mithun. Nicely guided.
Single as 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 comes back on strike. 4 runs from 6 deliveries so far for the veteran of Bangladeshi cricket. Batting down the order these days, used to be an opener in his prime.
You're making way for youngsters such as Azizul Hakim. Goes for the shot in front of square. Again, another single will retain strike, 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. That makes it 10 runs of the 8th over. Bowled by Irfan, 66 for 3.
Views here over the tea garden surrounding the Sylhet International Stadium, and as you can see, it's quite overcast. I can assure you that it is in fact 10:15 in the morning, even though it might look like it's much later on in the day. Although we are expecting the sun to make an appearance a little bit later on in proceedings. The new bowler comes into the attack here for Chattogram. Ashraful Hasan Rohan, a young spinner, being introduced to the attack. Might be his first match of the tournament for him today.
He's one of the replacements in the squad. Replaced
Good ball.
Shahidul Islam. Did Ashraful Hasan Rohan. Spinner for spinner. Just going back to the conditions, the floodlights are on, as you can see in the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Temperature says 21 degrees, but there's a light breeze going on, misty, quite misty, and hence mentioned during the toss that it could be quite tricky. But both the teams
sticking to their words and their strengths. Yesterday, Chaudhary mentioned they would like to limit the opposition to 120 to 130. Chauhan, on the other hand, said somewhere around the 170 mark, and they seem to be on course for that. But if Chattogram are able to make a few more breakthroughs, they'll stop that.
Very important role that this young spinner has been thrust into. Only 19 years of age, the left arm spinner. It's his job now to make sure they don't get too carried away with this run rate. That's well bowled, tight line, just played away on the left side for another single.
Yeah, courtesy of those 10 runs in the previous over, the run rate's now been boosted to above 8. Still 11 overs to go after this. They're complementing each other. 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗀𝗃 is happy to milk the runs and give the strike back to Chauhan. Deep backward square leg now asked to come bit squarer. There's the mid wicket, long on and long off in place. Third and fine leg, both on the edge of the circle.
Nicely driven down the ground from Nurul Hasan Chauhan. He's getting more comfortable out there. Ball sounding good off the bat. And he's been in good form, so he'll be looking to take his team to that score of around 160-ish that you mentioned, which they are on track for now, as the run rate indicates.
He's launched that. It has wings on it. It is a maximum.
Imrul Kais has come to the party. Rohan just giving that a bit more flight up, pitched up a little bit more in the arcs, in the slot, and he's played that over long off for a big 6.
It's slightly predictable. I just had a feeling that the left-handed Imrul Kais will take on the left-arm spinner, but he's coming around the wicket. Thought it's going to make the angle difficult, but the length was there to be taken, and he took him on. Now he just pushes away for a single. This is good batting from Khulna, 77 for 3. Yeah, 44-run partnership at the top between Azizul Hakim Tamim and Mithun, which they broke. And they had 2 quick wickets. Tamim's wicket in the 5th, Mithun's wicket in the 6th. Ever since that, these two have taken on. And hence we see Naeem Hassan, who's been a top bowler for Chattogram. Perhaps the only one to feature in the top 10 for most wickets from Chattogram. Correction, 𝗂𝗕 Sharif's also there. Samit Qasim, thanks for the correction.
No run.
Naeem Hassan, expensive in his first over, went for 15 runs, but so far, looking more controlled in this over so far. 2 balls bowled so far, just 1 run taken, as he's bowling to Nurul Hasan Chauhan, who loves to get innovative against spin bowling.
Oh, bit of extra bounce for Naeem.
And again, a very interesting way to play it from Shohan. He's a bag of tricks. Here's Nurul Hasan Shohan, the wicketkeeper batsman.
No run. Good ball. Very good ball. Very good ball.
𝗂𝗻𝗄𝗃 Sharif with 13 wickets. The second spot right behind Alauddin Babu, who's at the top with 14. 9 wickets for Naeem. And he's bowled at a good economy of just 5.88. Moves across. Keeper got some gloves on it, slowed it down. The idea was right, fine leg inside the circle. And no signal given from the umpire either.
Naeem's been bowling very well in this over. He's adjusting his lines, his lengths, and giving the batsman all sorts of trouble, using that experience that he has.
It just makes me wonder the delivery prior to this, if Shohan got a bit of glove to it. Ends the 10th, 81 for 3, Khulna. And calls for drinks. They pick up the topics, but they don't analyze. They don't don't get too critical of technique and stuff like that.
Interesting, yeah. I haven't thought of that.
Because you don't have that experience. How can you? Yeah, Fahad Hussain has given Chattogram a great start. 1 for 12 of his 2 overs, economy of 6, 1 for 24 for Irfan, bowled well as well, but took a bit of a beating in one of the overs. Naeem gone for 15 of his first, but made some recovery in his second. 1 for 10 for 𝗂𝗻𝗄𝗃 Sharif was brilliant. Still has 2 more overs to go. And Ashraful Rohan of his solitary over has gone for 11. And I think it's going to be Ashraful Rohan who's going to continue from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. The left arm slow orthodox spinner. Long on, long off, deep mid wicket in place. There's a deep cover on the offside.
Good ball, good ball.
I think for Khulna, they want Nur Hasan Chauhan and Imrul Kais to be in the middle for as long as possible.
Absolutely, and given that they are two very experienced campaigners, they'll know that. They'll know that the next 4 or 5 overs are very important. If they can stick around for this next period of play, then Khulna can really launch towards the end of their innings.
Good ball, good ball.
Drop down into the leg side for a single. Down to deep square leg.
Again, just getting back to the tournament itself, the Al Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton in association with Lily Ace Properties and Oryx. Bit of turn, good fielding, but it's been a great initiative, you know, and good platform for players, both young and old. Test of the newcomers as well.
Good ball, good ball.
Oh, followed it up with an arm delivery. Quick running appeal from Irfan Shukr, the Chattogram captain, and looks like the on-field umpire Ghazi Suhail there is referring it upstairs to Moniruzzaman Tinku.
Yeah, that might be quite close. The bails were removed very quickly by Irfan Shukr. As soon as he picked up the ball from the fielder, he had the bails off. So we can see here the replay. It was picked up very quickly, thrown very quickly, and the bails were taken off very quickly. That could be... Oh, no, he looks like he's in there. We'll just have a look from... Slow it down, yeah. We get some freeze frames here, and that is actually quite close. As we see here, the bails are still not removed. In the next frame, it's removed. We might need a frame in the middle to really be able to tell. But as of now, right now, as the bails are removed, it doesn't look like Imrul Kais has much of the bat behind the line. And remember, the line does belong to the umpire. Do you think, Shaman Noy?
Touch and go. It was a very good throw-in, which made it possible. It was a good take from Irfan Shukr and quickly took the bails off. Imrul Kais with a long stride. Right at this moment, the bails have been taken off. So it's going to be a tough call for TV umpire Moniruzzaman Tinku. Wait and watch. And looks like Chattogram are already celebrating. Yes, that's given out. You're right, Samir. Did not have anything past the line. Imrul Kais has to go. They've broken the partnership yet again.
That really was an excellent bit of fielding and wicket keeping from Irfan Shukr, and I'm not quite sure who picked that up there at short third man, but Imrul Kais is the one who departs. He scored 17 off 15 deliveries, and he will head back to the pavilion now after a fantastic bit of fielding. And you could tell the minute, it's 83 for 4. These conversations might be the best part.
Yeah, perfect.
Nahidul Islam is the new batter in. He can bat, but his team needs quite a service from him. He comes and joins the captain.
Yeah, I think he's into the crease a little earlier than his team would have liked today. Only 10.5 overs bowled so far, as he's off the mark with a single. down to deep point. As the end of the 11th over, Khulna are 84 for 4.
একটু তাড়াতাড়ি কইছে একটু পিছাই আছি আমরা দীপু অরিক্সে যা অরিক্সে লাস্টেরটা টাইম টাইট
Naeem Hassan is continuing to 𝗫𝗫𝗀𝗻 Islam, bowling his third over here is Naeem, none for 19 so far, went for 15 off the first one, pulled it back very well with just 4 runs off his second over.
No run Abhi. Wicket like dono.
Big appeal. Might have been going over the top of the stumps. Umpire not interested. Naeem Hassan continues to strangle the batsman here. 3 balls so far in this over. No runs off the bat of 𝗫𝗫𝗀𝗻 Islam so far. And a lot of pressure now, Shamanoi, on Mr. Nurul Hasan Chauhan at the other end. It's not much batting to come after this for Khulna. 𝗫𝗫𝗀𝗻 Islam is already in. He's a bowling all-rounder, one would say. So after this, you have the fast bowlers and another spinner in to bat. So a lot of will fall on the shoulders of Nurul Hasan Chauhan.
In the air for a bit, but this is a very well bowled over by Naeem. Just 2 singles of this one. 86 for 4, Khulna.
Okay. For each.
Yeah. Off. একটু বললে তুই বললে হবে ওরা চিনবে না আবার ভাইয়া একটু এদিকে সরি
I should come in on the replay.
Yeah. That's what we were doing till last over. Oh, that's well bowled. Perhaps a tad bit full to be cut.
And this one wasn't too full to be cut. Perfectly played away from Nurul Hasan Chauhan. 4 runs behind to deep third man as they move on to 90 for 4 from 12.2 overs. Chauhan moves on to 21.
Yeah, made amends, did Chauhan. Played it better, waited for it and just guided it. Moves across. Backward of point, but calculate a risk, and now you've got a boundary early on in the over.
Yeah, absolutely. Early, good start to the over.
Down the wicket, inside out. No one there. 1 bounce for 4. This is brilliant batting from Chauhan.
And that is the 666th boundary of this NCL T20 tournament so far. As Nurul Hasan Chauhan, beautiful, comes down the wicket, makes some room, and plays it over the cover field for 4. Inside out shot there, lovely to watch.
Exactly what I was talking about in the previous over. He might take the counter attack to Chattogram, and that's exactly what he did. Slightly short, he was looking to cut it away and then came to the pitch of the delivery, made it into a half volley. Goes aerial again, similar region, but this time just a mere push because he's looking to retain the strike. 9 runs of this Rohan over. Khulna 95 for 4 after 13.
See yourself, you won't be able to see myself also.
It's going to be seam again. To spin for the past 2 overs. Now, we've seen how Noel Hassan Chauhan has taken on one of the spinners. Naeem Hassan has been replaced. Oh, was looking to ramp it. Playing a miss.
Once again, Noel Hassan Chauhan ripping out his creative side, but just didn't pick that up. Wasn't in the right spot for that ramp shot. Frustrated with himself, as you can see.
Now the third is back in the boundary. Irfan Hussain comes into bowl. Oh, this is good fielding, good stuff.
Very nice stop there at backward point. Prevented maybe an extra run from being taken off the bat of Noel Hassan Chauhan, who moves on to 27 from 27 deliveries. 96 for 4 now. As Irfan is continuing, he has 1 wicket so far. This is his final over. He's gone for 25 runs so far with 4 deliveries left to bowl.
Ashraful Hassan Rohan at point with that stop. Comes down the wicket. Nahidul takes the attack. And it goes all the way. Not too far away from the stands. It's a 6.
Nahidul Islam deciding that he cannot put all the onus on Noel Hassan Chauhan, taking some of the aggression to the bowling attack himself, comes down the wicket, slices it over the covers for 4 runs. For 6 runs, sorry, that was a maximum.
He came charging in. And the 100 comes up for Khulna, the 14th over. Short, cut away. Through the gap, 1 bounce for 4. Nahidul's on a roll. Irfan feeling the heat under the cloud.
Again, Nahid using that room outside off stump, just slicing that over the backward point boundary for almost for 6. Just 1 bounce into the fence, that one.
Superb timing. Waited for the delivery. Short one. Played it very close to his body. Now they're looking for the quick single. It is on. This is sensible batting.
Excellent batting there from Nahidul Islam, getting himself 11 runs off just 3 deliveries there. A 6 followed by 4, and then quickly putting his captain back on strike for the last ball of this over.
Ghazi Sohail officiating. Along with Mahfuz Rahman Litu on field. Making room, moves away, finds the gap. In fact, I think that's gone all the way. It is a maximum to end the 14th over, bowled by Irfan. 113 for 4, Khulna. Have a look at that 6 again. Just wings deployed as he just slapped it and said, deploy the wings. The magic bat doing the work, the magic wand. That calls for a change in the commentary box. If I may welcome Mazharuddin Omi. Good morning.
Very good morning, Shaman, and a very good morning for the Khulna batters at the moment.
Inside out again, the gap's there. Does it have enough legs to run away? It does. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 starts the over by hitting a 4.
That is a proper cricketing shot from 𝗂𝗃𝗃. Came down the track, inside out, kept his eyes on the ball and never tried to hit that hard. Placed that to perfection.
The shot was all about precision.
Batted really well so far, 𝗂𝗃𝗃, complimenting Chauhan. Again, trying to make some room. Hint of turn.
We were looking at the deck, pitch number 3, and felt as if the ball's going to skid on. Oh, very well bowled yet again, fair bit of bounce.
Yeah, you mentioned about the surface. We have someone like Mominul who always gives his tips even before the game. He mentioned about the fact that this overcast conditions will help the spinners who doesn't tend to turn the ball much, rather bowls quick. But surprised to see Rohan getting that turn.
Yeah, a fair bit of turn from Rohan, some from Naeem as well. They're mixing it up. Well bowled straight to the fielder. Recovery from Rohan in the over. 117 for 4.
হ্যান্ডব্যান্ড লাগবে না ভাই একটু ব্যাটটা চেঞ্জ করলাম সৌরভ ভাই একটু চালু করতে হবে আপনি চলে যান এদিকে একটাই নাইম
Five more overs to go. And Khulna are 117 for 4 and going at a healthy run rate of 7.8. From here on, with 6 wickets in hand and with Nur Hassan Chauhan, the captain, along with 𝗂𝗃𝗃, the kind of mood they're in, they're both hitting at a rate of above 100. So I think they'll be eyeing, as he mentioned during the toss, somewhere around 50 of the 5 overs. But if Chattogram, again, as much cliched as it sounds, if they can make a breakthrough or two and get the set batters, might be able to hinder that plan of Khulna. Naeem Hassan in to bowl the last over of his spell from the Walton end. Deep point on the offside, long on, long off. Deep mid-wicket, long on. Turn. Sort of twists in the crease.
Yeah, turn from both ends, Shaman. Encouraging for the spinners, especially the Khulna spinners would come on to bowl. Still overcast conditions.
Looking for the single. Well done by Naeem to prevent that. But you were mentioning Mominul Haq Shourab. He, always insightful early on in the morning. Got to chat with Mithun regarding the pitch as well. It was the smaller roller which was on. Oh, was looking for the big hoik. Massive turn defeats that.
That's great adjustment by Naeem, realizing there is a bit of turn in the surface, slowed it down, and look at that turn. Good adjustment.
Come on, Naeem.
Now he bowls the quicker.
Naeem, no need.
Chauhan takes the shot on, timing not there. It's also the bounce that is sort of surprising the batter.
And the length as well, Shamanna. He's not bowling too full, so forcing the batter to go hard at him. And with lack of pace behind that one, we have seen how Nurul Hasan Chauhan struggled to middle that one in the previous delivery.
Whenever, again, insights coming in, whenever there's a smaller roller on, means there's some juice underneath, bit of moisture. Of course, I think everyone was waiting for the sun to come out. Still hidden.
But the spinners adjusted well. Must mention the fact we spoke about the seamers.
Good ball, good ball.
That's bowled a lot quicker, eyeing that block hole. We mentioned about the seamers who could get the perches out of the surface with those overcast conditions and the moisture in the surface. It's quite surprising to see how the spinners came into play.
But yet to get any wickets are the spinners. 3 of the wickets belong to the seamers. Another run out. Naeem bowling his last delivery. Oh, again, this is very cunning, very sharp bowling from Naeem. None for 25 of his 4. 1-1 for 4. Khulna.
Yeah, leg off.
53 for 3. The power play 64 in the middle overs for the loss of 1 wicket. Again, I think it's been quite a trend in this tournament. A lot of the runs being scored in the middle overs. Now it's going to be seam again. Ahmed Sharif has been bowling superbly. 1 for 10 of his 2 overs. He still now is very, very economical. In fact, the most economical, going at 5 runs and over. Moves across. Chauhan, Calypso style, lifted it away. 1 bounce for 4 through fine leg.
Game sense, game awareness, knowing where the fielders were. And even the bowler bowled way wide outside the off stump. He picked up the spot really well, courtesy of that length, allowed Nurul Hasan Chauhan to get enough time to get behind that one. Quick hands.
And quick feet. Because he did not move away too early, neither too late. Goes in front of square. Get a single from it.
Yeah, he's a street smart cricketer, Nurul Hasan Chauhan. A busy cricketer, always eyeing for those gaps. Never afraid to bring in those fancy strokes. At times it may look ugly, but these are productive shots in this format.
Go straight, Nahidul. Fielder. Mominul makes no mistake. Takes the...
Nahidul departs. So wickets. Nahidul departs. So wickets once again coming in favor of Chattogram. He departs after scoring 18 of 19. Khulna 126 for 5.
𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗂𝗃 is the new batter in. Parvez Rahman Jibon, known more, used more as an off spinner, but definitely can bat. Spot on, as you said, Mazhar, that the spinners kept it quite tight, especially in the recent overs, particularly Naeem. And the death overs, they had to go for it, but he's been bowling really well, and we observed some swing in the air due to the clouds above. Back of a length he starts with.
Looking back to Khulna's batting throughout the tournament, Shaman, the struggle up front. The highest opening stand in this tournament has been 41. And if you can notice, the top 4 batters, among those top 4, 3 of those getting the starts, but not being able to convert those into a big one. We haven't seen any big partnership yet as the lost wicket in crucial situations.
Full toss. Straight to the fielder. And having said all those things, there is a century right at the top. Anamulak Bijoy getting the 2nd century of this NCL.
Yes, and they needed that start. Even today, they lost him early. Despite that, Azizul Hakim played some good strokes, as well as Imrul Qais and Mohammad Mithun. The wicket of Nahidul had to go for it. But yeah, when you don't have a base, when you don't have a stable partnership in the middle, it's very difficult for the newcomers just come out and hit those.
The fielder's there and taken. Or not. Or not. Did it come at a bounce? Did he spill it? Looks like it was dropped.
Oh boy. Oh boy. He completes the catch, and with that impact, those elbows hitting the ground, he spills that at the last moment. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Fortunate for this guy though. Nurul Hasan Chauhan survives. Is this going to prove costly? Parvez was the batter, but yeah, this should have been taken. This was taken, in fact, Shaman Noy.
It did most of the hard work actually, and then the impact. That's where the experience comes in as well. Unfortunate. Got a feel for the fielder because he had taken it in. Again, bit of swing, hint of swing from the bowler. It is came down and seemed like he had it within his hands, but you mentioned the impact of the elbow hitting against the ground popped the ball out of his palm. And yeah, still have 5 wickets in hand, Khulna. Playing a miss.
Just as I mentioned, Shaman, it's never easy for the new batters to just come in and play their strokes. They needed to build up a partnership. At the moment, Parvez is looking for those big shots, probably given that license from the skipper at the other end, who has to bat out that 20 overs, making sure Khulna go on to post someone near maybe 150, 160.
Change of pace, roll of the fingers, appeal. Umpire nods his head as the batters exchange ends.
Not a bad shout. Umpire's given us leg before. Beg your pardon, leg by. But yeah, not a bad shout. Impact outside the line. Yep. Roll of the fingers. We will see a lot of slowers in this part of the innings, taking the pace off the ball.
You're going with a three-man pace attack. Chattogram today. And certainly the Pacers are doing a great job for them. Fahad, one of them. Fahad Hussain. Tried for the wide Yorker. Nicely driven. That's going through deep extra cover for 4. Just a punch. Brilliantly timed.
Great adjustment again by Nurulhasan Chauhan. It's just a short arm jab. Look how he checked himself. Playing that in front of square, the fielder at cover had no chance. Superb placement. Bowler can't believe it. That's the class of Nurulhasan Chauhan. Experienced Mominul Haq having a chat with Fahad, giving his insights to the youngster.
Comes down the wicket yet again. Makes me wonder again, took pace off. And when you have the likes of a former test captain in your side, speaking of conditions, helps us as well. Of course, you take those priceless words.
Surely great to have someone like Mominul Haq in the side with his huge knowledge about the game. Ran the first one hard, looking for the second. Nurulhasan Chauhan is off. And he is quick. Direct hit might have been interesting. Skipper Yassilal Rabbi is not happy. He's asking the bowler to go closer to the stump to grab that one.
Wasn't happy with that and made sure that he hears that, because he came running in all the way from the edge of the circle. Now, yeah, Mr. Ghazi Sohail standing in his 100th T20, which includes BPL, of course. 100 T20 for Ghazi Sohail. Tremendous feat. He skied that. Deep point. That fielder again. This time takes the catch. And it is Parvez Jibon. The same batter.
No life for Jibon this time. As Fahad with those roll of the fingers undone Jibon. Tried to hit that hard. Came big on him. Yes, it was wide. But he needed to clear that. But with lack of pace behind the delivery, never difficult to play that in front of square. Fahad once again striking for Chattogram. It's a very good bowling performance from all the seamers of the Chattogram division, and they got their man.
It was from the toe end of the bat. Parvez Jibon goes for 4, 137 for 6. Ahmed Sharif. Nurulhasan Chauhan moves across and launched it off the runway. Lands in the stands. It is a huge hit from Chauhan. Maximum.
That 6 brings Nurulhasan Chauhan's 50 of just 38 deliveries. He's fighting the lone battle for Khulna today. 2 sixes and 6 boundaries for his 52 of just 38 balls. He was under tremendous pressure when he went out in the middle, kept losing his partners from one end, but he remained composed and compact at the other. These are valuable runs, a huge 6.
In fact, it's on the roof of the Sylhet International, as it seems. The ball has been lost It is a massive hit from Nurul Hassan Chauhan. Brings up his half century in quiet fashion. The Khulna captain, some brilliant batting, some superb hitting on display, and when it matters in an eliminator match. Ahmed Sharif, maximum of the first ball. How does he make a comeback? Moves across again, bowls it wide, slices it, fielder there, takes the catch, and Ahmed Sharif does make a comeback, does take the wicket. Naeem with the catch, and the Khulna captain has to depart.
This is brilliant bowling. He saw Nurul Hassan Chauhan moving towards the offside, and he bowled a lot wider as Nurul Hassan Chauhan was chasing for it, and the fielder at backward point was placed exactly for this shot. Just tried to slice that one. Unlucky at times, but you have to give credit to the bowler. The youngster kept his composure despite being hit by a six. Nurul Hassan Chauhan played brilliantly for his 52 of 39. Khulna 143 for 7.
He's bowled really well, Ahmed Sharif. Again, seeing Chauhan move across, has bowled it wider, prompting him to slice it. The fielder was placed, and credit should be given to the captain and the think tanks as well. Speaking of Chattogram, but nonetheless, quite a knock from Nurul Hassan Chauhan, taking nothing away from him. There's been some beautiful batting. Now Ahmed Sharif, 3 for 24. Slows it down, but need to mention Sadiqur Rahman got a run out. He's the one who ended up spilling that catch, but again made amends by taking the catch of the same batter.
Mehdi Rana, the new batter for Khulna. The only change for Khulna for this eliminator, in place of Mrityunjoy Chaudhary. Yeah, I'm really impressed the way the Chattogram bowlers bowl, especially the seamers. Yes, the spinners did their job bowling economically, but at the same time, the likes of Fahad Hussain and Ahmed Sharif, Masoom Khan Tutul, the new batter, he's now the leading wicket taker of the tournament after that 3 wickets in this game so far, gone past Alauddin Babu, who's got 14.
Again, same ploy from Ahmed Sharif, and he has bowled in tough conditions. It is the shortest format. Quite often there were batters going after him.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm so impressed with these seamers. They're not well-known seamers, Shamanoi, compared with the likes of, we say, Mrityunjoy Chaudhary, we say the national team fast bowlers, we say Khaled Ibadat. These guys have impressed me a lot.
Again, mixed it up quite well.
And it's never easy bowling in these death overs as well with someone like Nurul Hassan Chauhan, often manufacturing strokes. They held their line, followed the batter, and read the batter's mind.
11 dots. 3 for the economy is quite well. Commendable to say the least. Less than 7. Yeah, probably missed stepping. Less than 7 when the current run rate of the team is 7.70. It's pretty good, pretty impressive from Ahmed Sharif.
Definitely making the most use of this condition. At one point, Khulna batters were looking to play their strokes.
Here's that one. Could have another one. Ahmed Sharif does have another one. It is a 4 for. As the catch in the deep is taken. It is Shahid Sandeepu who takes that one at long on. And Mehdi was going for a hike. Will have to head towards the dugout.
What a day he had. Ahmed Sharif remained the pick of the bowlers throughout the tournament for Chattogram. and delivers in this big stage, removing maybe a Rana. End of a brilliant spell from this seamer. 4 for 26 from his 4 overs, as Khulna lost another. They are 145 for 8.
Four for 26. This is brilliant bowling from Ahmed Sharif. Economy of 6.5. Took some big names. Oh, last over, first delivery. Rolled the fingers over, did Fahad Hussain. Playing a miss.
A wild swing. Had to go for it. We're into the final over of the innings. But we'll see more of those slowers and cutters from Fahad. It's been a very good comeback, must say, about the Chattogram bowlers. At one point, Khulna were looking to score those quick runs, but they kept losing wickets. The best thing that the Chattogram bowlers did so far in this game.
Hit straight. Looking for the second throw at the bowler's end. Could be run out. And given by Ghazi Sohail, standing on its 100 T20, raises the finger up, throw in from Mominul Haq. Brilliant one.
It was always on the cards. Tutul had to go for the second. In the end, another wicket falls for Khulna. Mominul Haq at long off, does well, good pickup, good throw. One bounce to the bowler, grabs well and completes it in the end. Wicket stumbling in the latter stage of the innings for Khulna dented the proceedings. They're now even, short of 150. Can they reach that landmark?
Aerial again, long on is a contender. Another wicket, losing wickets in a heap are Khulna. And momentum completely on Chattogram side, as they've managed to bowl Khulna out with 3 deliveries to spare. 146 all out, roll of the fingers yet again.
Outstanding bowling display from Chattogram. They remained disciplined, kept their nerve, remained composed. Yes, the batters were going after them, but bowling at the right areas and placing those fielders at the right position worked really well for them. End of a disappointing innings for Khulna, which at point looked really promising. They got the starts, kept losing wickets at crucial situations. Masoom Khan Tutul, the last batter to dismiss on 2. 146 on the board. Is this going to be enough for them?
Yeah, Bijoy was the first one to go back to the hut for 4. Azizul Hakim Tamim and Mithun got a partnership going of 40 plus runs, but then that was broken. Start was good from Tamim of 20, but then Qazi Nurul Hasan Chauhan along with Imrul Qais took the game away, and Nahidul played a very important part for his 18 of 19, but it is Chauhan who stands alone, shines alone for his half century, 52 of 39, but then they end up losing a heap of wickets. They lose 6 wickets for the span, in the span of 20 runs at the death.
It's been a superb bowling performance, especially from the seamers. Ahmed Sharif pick up the bowlers, 4 for 26 from his 4 overs. Fahad Hussain finishing things off in the final over, picking 2, 3 for 20 for him. Irfan also picking up a wicket. So it's been a seamers day for Chattogram, as they go on to bundle out Khulna for just 146. Start once again was not the best for Khulna, losing Anamul Haq Bijoy up front. Azizul Hakim once again promised with his shot making abilities, but At one point, they looked to go on to post a big total on the board with Azizul Tamim being dismissed while trying to clear that fielder at mid-off. A soft dismissal for Mohammad Mithun, caught in two minds, but Nur Hasan Chauhan went on and played some unorthodox shots.
Yeah, 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗽𝗍 with that shot. This was a good partnership going on. And then this run out. Chattogram Rahman with a great throw in. Irfan Shukur took no time. Took the bails off in a flash, but Chauhan carried on. Few attack from Nahidul and Chauhan. They took on the bowlers. Nice bit of slap from Chauhan and Nahidul, inside out, nicely placed, nicely timed, moving across, area of shots, onside and offside, but this one was the breakthrough. Again, Mominul doing a great work in the field, taking the catch, but then it was a heap of wickets. Chattogram Rahman making amends by taking Parvez's catch. But Chauhan carried on in similar fashion, counter-attacking against the bowler, but this was a set trap. Well fielded, well placed field as the last 5 overs, Khulna lost 6 wickets in the span of just 29 runs. A collapse at the end shifts the momentum in Chattogram's favor. They were looking to get to a close of a 170, but they managed 146, courtesy of the captain's knock of 52. Very well bowled by Ahmed Sharif. 4 for 26 is top at the leaderboard of the bowlers for this tournament as well. And what that means is that we'll be going down to Samir Qasim for an interview.
I'm joined here in the middle by the man who is now the leading wicket taker in the Al Arfa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton, Mr. Ahmed Sharif. 4 for 26 today. How was it bowling in these conditions?
Alhamdulillah for this performance. My to the wicket little slower and cracking, little moisture. You see fog. So I try to maintain my line length firstly. Then second spell I try to Yorker variation use. You know, Chauhan Bhai is good batsman, but I try to dominate the top class batsman. He played really well on leg side, but our plan was try to offside, packing bowling, field setup. So I try it, then I'm really happy for my planning success.
It seems like the plans that you laid out worked very well today. 4 for 26, you are now the leading wicket taker in this tournament. As a newcomer to cricket, how does it feel to be the leading wicket taker in such a big tournament?
A really happy moment for me. And you know, every bowler dream always be a #1 bowler, top wicket taker. It's every tournament I try to be a #1 bowler, but sometimes happened, sometimes not happened. But I try to always, as a tournament start, my plan was I will be a #1 bowler in this tournament. But it's my plan. It's really happy for me, alhamdulillah.
So 146 runs on the board. Do you think you have enough runs to? Do you think you have enough to chase down this target so that you can play more matches in this tournament and pick up more wickets?
Yeah, it's big opportunity for us. If we win this match, we will go for final, more opportunity, and it's good enough if we do batting well. It's good enough score, good target for us.
Well, good luck to you and your team, Ahmed Sharif. Again, fantastic performance today. Excellent bowling. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ahmed Sharif, star with the ball in hand, brilliantly bowled, 4 for and leader in the bowling board. But this is what the partnerships look like. Mithun and Azizul Hakim Tamim, 44 of 24. That one was broken. Run a ball 31 between 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗽𝗍 and Nur Hasan Chauhan, and then 43 of 35 between the captain and Nahidul. But the rest, not commendable, and they would have surely hoped for a quick more runs later on. But what that means is the Chattogram have succeeded in restricting Khulna to 146. They need 147 to win this eliminator in the 20 overs. Promises to be a cracker of a match. We'll take a short break and come back with the run chase. Hello and welcome everybody to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for the eliminator of the 𝗲𝗚 Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton in association with Lily Ace Properties and 𝗬𝗚. It is Khulna taking on Chattogram. Yasser Rabbi winning the toss and invited 𝗬𝗚 Khulna to come in and have a bat first. It was a captain's knock from 𝗬𝗚, 52 of 39 deliveries, which helped Khulna to 146. But a brilliant bowling effort from the seamers of Chattogram. Ahmed Sharif standing aside, 4 for 26. Outstanding performance. And 3 from Fahad as well, 3 for 20. They restricted Khulna to just 146. They need 147 to win, but at one time it seemed as if they're going to get to somewhere around the 170 mark, but they lost wickets. Wickets stumbled in the last 5 overs. They lost 6 wickets for 29 runs in the last 5. Mazharuddin Omi alongside. The pendulum keeps swinging.
Exactly, Shamanna. It's not going to be an easy chase for Chattogram. That's for sure. We've seen how the overcast conditions helped the seamers. Mahmudullah Sanjoy, the opener, with the best of 44 not out, 167 runs in this NCL T20 so far. And he will be alongside Sadikur Rahman with the best of 44, strike rate of 162. So this guy loves scoring quick. As Alamin Hussain, the experienced campaigner, to bowl the first ball of the innings.
Spot on with the delivery, testing the defense of the batter first up.
Picked up 6 wickets in this tournament with the best of 2 for 23. Experienced campaigner. Economy on the higher side though, 8.96. But he will be desperate to give that early breakthrough for Khulna.
Sip in place for Joy. And that's his speciality. Gets the ball to nip back in sharply.
Yeah, the Chattogram batters can take a bit of time. They're not chasing a big target in chase of 147. Keeping wickets intact will be key. Mahmudullah Sanjoy, not the best of tournament for him, considering his caliber.
Yeah, slightly fuller. Appeal, loud appeal. Both from in front and behind the stumps. And Mahfuzur Rahman Litu implying that it was sliding down.
Also a bit of height as well. Hit him in the upper part of the pad. Yep, going down the leg side. But getting those inward movement, Alamin Hussain, the natural for him, coming into the right-hander. He's got a short fine leg, deep square leg, and deep third. Quite fine in place for Mahmudullah Sanjoy.
Yeah, again, bit of movement, bit of bounce, runs. Yeah, bit of a shoulder to shoulder. And I think perhaps just to signal that it's game on.
Yes, the heat is on. As Alamin Hussain does well off his own bowling. But Sadikur was quick enough. It's a big game. A lot at stake for both the sides. We mentioned this 𝗲𝗚 Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton is a great platform for the local cricketers to showcase their talent of the shortest format of the game. He's got a slip in place for the left-hander Sadikur. And a fielder from mid-wicket goes to short cover.
Sadikur fielded well, took a catch, impacted a run out. Yes, he spilled one, slightly unfortunate as he'd taken it and the impact popped the ball off his hands. He has a job to do with the bat. Slip in short third. Oh, that's a gem. How much that did one, off the deck. Massive deviation.
That slip will surely come into play. Almost squared him up with that movement going away from the left-hander. The length was very good. Not trying to bowl that too full, using that angle to perfection against the left-hander. It's always going to be difficult for him with the ball going away.
Pulled away nicely, backward of square. Square leg. With a dive, G-Bon there, and definitely saving a couple of runs. And that, with that, the over comes to an end.
Outstanding fielding by G-Bon. Full stretch dive. These are the commitments they need. Defending a rather modest target of 147. Appreciated by the bowler. End of a decent over from Alamin, just 3 from it.
Nahidul Islam, 4 wickets in 8 matches for him. We're bowling from the Walton end, and seen him operate with the new ball quite often in this format in particular. Chattogram missing out on the services of Tamim Iqbal, who is 10th on the leading run scorers of this Al Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton, with 190 runs. Quick single. It's an average of 63. The strike rate of 150. But just after he left, there was a match where Mominul got them off to a blistering start.
Yeah, the likes of Mominul will surely add that experience in the absence of Tamim Iqbal. Nahidul, another experienced bowler. Not a big turner of the ball. Will surely look to skip through to the left-hander. He's got that variation with the ball going away for the right-hander as well. Recently worked on that.
Did not find the gap, but still runs allowed.
Could have been a better effort from the fielder. Straight to the fielder, a bit of misfield. But yeah, late to react on that occasion. Bowler not happy.
Oh! Outside edge was in the air for a bit, but no slip in position for the right-handed Mahmudullah Sanjoy.
That's the variation I was talking about, Shraman Noy. With the ball going away from the right-hander, the batter can play him as an off-spinner, but he can come up with those surprise going away from them. Keep an eye on that length as well.
Moves across, goes for the sweep, and the fielder in the deep turns to a spectator as it passes over his head for a 6.
Mahmudullah Sanjoy says enough. Bending on his knees, getting into the position really well, and hitting it right in the meaty part of the bat. He took on the fielder. There was a fielder at deep mid-wicket.
Oh, in the air and taken! Nahidul has the last laugh as far as this contest is concerned. What a comeback. First wicket to fall.
Great reply from Nahidul after being hit by a 6. It's the one that skids through, looking to play that cut shot, moving away, getting that top edge and being caught at short third. Nahidul strikes early for Khulna, removing the dangerous Mahmudullah Sanjoy after scoring 8 of 9. They are 11 for 1.
Here's the wicket one more time. Yeah, quicker, but the bounce also rose up on him. Top part of the bat, outside edge. Again, hitting the top part of the bat. And this is a good catch taken by Al-Amin, diving in front. Just hit the previous delivery for a 6. Was an outside edge, the delivery prior to that. Al-Amin taking a good catch, is now back in action with the ball. It's nicely cut away by Saddikur and gives the strike to the new batter, 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗧
catch taken in the previous over by Al-Amin. We have seen he's getting that angle coming into the right-hander. Will be interesting to see the length that he bowls to 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, who likes to play his shots. But at the moment, they don't need to rush through. They just lost a wicket, the opener.
Comes down the wicket. And that is fantastic timing as it runs away off the bat of 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 for 4.
You can't stop these youngsters playing their shots. Just came to the crease, charges through the first ball that he faces and hits a boundary. These are the intents that these youngsters bring in this shortest format of the game. Fearless approach.
He just flicked it away. Taking the charge to the bowler, facing his very first delivery. Sharp movement of the deck, good take behind the stumps by Chauhan. Extras.
Yeah, the length was right, but the line was not. Shading down the leg side with that angle coming into the right-hander. Getting that inwards movement pretty often, Al-Amin. Third man inside the circle. He's got 2 fielders in the deep on the onside. Deep fine leg and deep square leg. Point and backward point as well.
Goes Fuller. So it's quite important how the seamers fare for Khulna, because the Chattogram seamers did the job for them early on.
Definitely, and still there's overcast conditions. We have seen the floodlights coming on. Gloomy conditions, never easy for the batters. With the moisture in the surface, bowlers tend to make the most out of it.
He's looking to hit it hard. No fielder there in the deep, protecting the cover boundary.
Try to play that in front of square with that fielder at backward point, a bit finer, with that angle going away from the left-hander. Al-Amin needs to pitch that roundabout middle stump and let the ball do the talking.
This time he cuts in nicely. Yeah, but the fielder has been placed for that. You know, they've made 3 changes, Chattogram, and one of them is Irfan Shukkur. We've mentioned one match, 20th match, which they played against Rajshahi, where Mominul Haq got a half-century opening the batting, and Irfan Shukkur too scored 54 at a strike rate of 186.
Yeah, good inclusion for Chattogram. Scored a good 50, as you mentioned. But at the moment, they need to put up a partnership, keep things under their control.
Came down the wicket, and wings deployed. Goes all the way. 6 to end the over. Taking the attack to Al-Amin Hussain is 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪
going to the pitch of the ball, and with that angle coming in, he's just held that away towards deep square leg for the maximum.
ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে
It is a family affair. The NCL T20. Going for the sweep, impact perhaps outside. 𝗂𝗍 𝗂𝗃 says, calm down. I'm on my 100 T20. I know where this is going.
Experienced umpire. Yep, the impact was outside the off stump. You mentioned about 𝗂𝗍 𝗂𝗃 officiating his 100 T20. It got the dignitaries coming in, the sponsors, making this tournament a success. Help that away, up and over. The connection was not the best, but it was intentionally played by Sadikur. Yeah, just going back to 𝗂𝗍 𝗂𝗃, is among the 4 umpires who are in the international panel of the International Cricket Council. We have got Sharafudullah ibn Shahid Shaikot, the only umpire from Bangladesh who is in the elite panel of the umpires. Great signs for Bangladesh cricket.
Oh, yes!
Oh, slowed it down. And that has been the key today in terms of variation.
Even someone like Naeem Hassan, who likes to bowl a lot quicker, slowed a bit today.
Again, making it difficult for the batters to score runs. But yes, you mentioned the umpires. We all are aware of Sharafudullah ibn Shahid Shaikot now. This 𝗂𝗍 𝗂𝗃, this Tanveer Ahmed. And of course, Masud Rahman Mukul being the way we see. Morshid Ali Khan's also there. Mahfuz Rahman Litu on field as well. And Nimur Rashid Rahul, the match referee. So, some of these guys representing Bangladesh all over the world. Akram Chipar is also there. So a lot of things going positive. Oh, that's a strange delivery. Wide signaled. And we also see female umpires coming in as we had the pleasure of commentating during the women's matches here. It's in the slot and put away nicely. Sadikur will get the boundary to end the over. 32 for 1 after 4.
Such a clean striker of the ball. Yes, it was pitched up, bending on his knees, picked up the spot really well, playing against the spin. High bat lift, positive intent. It's very important to have a positive frame of mind, especially when you chase a target of somewhere near 147. It can be tricky. So you have to adapt and adjust. Masum Tutul, the new bowler for Khulna, 1 for 33 is his best. You've seen how the seamers played really well in the first innings for Chattogram. Tutul will look to continue in that fashion.
Taken pace off. The very first delivery now. Shadad Hussain Deepu on strike in the same match again. Match number 20 against Rajshahi scored 35 of just 15 deliveries and a strike rate of 233. So, yeah, the ploy is right. They don't want too much pressure. They don't want to give away the momentum to the Khulna bowlers and make the most of the power play conditions. Again, slowed it down.
Interesting action from Tutul. Not an express bowler. It relies on those variations and length. We have seen 2 different bowlers, Fahad and then Ahmed Sharif. A tall lad Taking the pace off the ball. He's up against Sadikul now, the left-hander. He's got a deep square leg and backward point in place.
As of now, all the 3 deliveries bowled by Tutul have been slower deliveries.
That kept a bit low as well. Just not giving anything to the batters. We have seen the surface played really well, ball coming onto the bat. So taking the pace off the ball will be key. We're into the power plays where Sadikul is looking to play his strokes.
Comes down the wicket. And Al-Amin takes another catch. Well, no surprises when he came down the wicket because he was slowing it down. But even then, it was gripping off the surface and perhaps too slow to put it away over the fielder at mid-off.
Full marks for Tutul. Kept his composure, never tried to do anything extra, and he knew the batter would come on to him to play that big stroke and held his nerve. Hitting at the bottom end of the bat and the wicket they were looking for. He is happy, why not? Sadiq Rahman departs after scoring 11. Chattogram 33 for 2. Chattogram lost their second wicket as experienced former Bangladesh captain Mominul Haq makes his way into the middle as he joins Shahzad Hussain Deepu, sharing his knowledge of the surface. It's a big stage for someone like Mominul Haq, and his side will surely want him to put his hands up and guide his side to the winning line. They are under a bit of pressure. In chase of 147, they're 33 for 2. We're into the 5th over of the innings. Best of 52, 102 runs in this tournament so far. He will face Tutul. Nice way to greet Mominul Haq first up. Bit of shape going away from the left-hander. Probably a bit too wide. Maybe eyeing to bowl a lot closer to someone like Mominul. It's a brilliant bowling by Tutul. Realizing the batter would want to utilize the field restrictions. We're into the 5th over. Not the best of timing. Again, slowed it down. Had to wait for it for a long time, Mominul. But he will get off the mark with a single. End of a successful over for Khulna. As Chattogram are 34 for 2 after 5. Nahidul and Tutul picking up a wicket each. Shahzad Deepu looking good for his 12 of just 5. Mominul Haq just came in, caught off the mark, and he will take the strike. Quick single taken. Nahidul onto his 3rd over, picked up a wicket, gave away 15 runs so far. Last over of the power play, and I'm sure the 2 batters, especially Deepu, will look to utilize the field restrictions.
He won for 16. Nahidul. Try and take another wicket if he can. Long on and deep mid wicket at the 2 fielders outside. And he plays it along with the turn. Backward of square. 1 bounce for 4. This is smart batting from Shahzad Hussain Deepu.
Yeah, the shot was on. Fielder at short fine leg and short square leg inside the circle. Only one fielder on the onside at deep mid wicket and a long on in place. Use that angle to perfection, bending on his knees and just help that away. Just one bounce over the fence for 4.
Doesn't bowl. Maybe he's trying to watch out for the trigger movement, if any. But excellent how he played that shot. Now there's a deep backward square leg. And this shot will go straight to that fielder.
Yeah, 𝗏𝗏 was eyeing to play that between the fielder at deep mid wicket and deep square leg. Bowled a lot slower this time, Nahidul. No fielder patrolling the boundary on the offside apart from that long off. He's got a deep square leg as well in place for the left-hander.
This one kept low. Mominul yelling for that call. Now, yeah, you mentioned the deep square leg because in the previous match he played a sweep and gave a catch to the deep square leg off a spinner. Does play that sweep, Mominul, and hence they persisted with that field for Mominul. With Deepu in strike against the off spinner, deep mid wicket and deep backward square leg again. So prompting a change in the field. Deepu through his batting. Oh! Was in the air for a fair bit. Throw comes in. Luckily for the batter, did not carry all the way to the fielder.
Was caught in 2 minds. There 𝗏𝗏 moved towards the offside. Checked himself at the last moment. That helped him not to take the ball to the fielder at mid-on.
Oh, massive turn and bounce to the surprise of Mominul Haq. End of the power play for Chattogram. It's 42 for 2. And at the end of the power play, Chattogram are 11 runs behind. However, have also lost a wicket less. And that's what Khulna need. They need wickets to disturb this run chase. Masum Total is bowled well. The first over, got a wicket, but she consistently kept on bowling slow, deep mid wicket, backward square leg, long on in place. Angled in, perhaps the top part of the bat or the glove to get a single.
I'm very impressed with Tutul. He's got a different action. Reminds me of Sohail Tanveer, former Pakistan left-arm seamer, with that awkward jump at the last moment. But these are the elements keeping the basics intact, his natural thing, allowing him to bowl the way he bowls. This is also part of modern-day coaching, Shaman. Not change anything natural from a batter or even a bowler.
Oh, a fair bit of movement made Mominul drag his bat out, but yeah, spot on with that. Try and keep it fresh and keep the difference possible. Make it possible.
Yeah, just look at his run up. Pretty smooth. Knows his limitations. Knows where to bowl. He's not an express fast bowler. But yeah, relies mostly on the slowers and cutters. And that length has been the key for him.
Pulled it away, thankfully. Made sure that he's hit it on top of it, so it goes along the ground.
Yeah, just going back to my point, Shaman, the reason I raised this point is that we often see youngsters coming in with unorthodox style of batting or maybe bowling. At times we used to see coaches tend to change everything of the technique, of the style, and then the batters or the youngsters lost their way whether to go with his natural thing or to come up with something new. Edge just over the keeper's head. A bit lucky for Mominul, unlucky for Tutul, but a welcome boundary indeed for Chattogram.
Yeah, they'll take it anyway as they come. Again, wasn't a bad delivery. Again, the bottom part of the bat. Threw his bat at it. The showed as the bottom hand came off. And as they say, when you flash hard at it. Getting a boundary behind the keeper. He's coming round the wicket. Angled in, helped his own way, deep backward square leg, in contention. It's a brilliant take from 𝗂𝗃𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃. The field was set and Mominul falls into the trap.
That is superb bowling from Tutul, and must say very good captaincy as well. Set fielders at the right position, making sure they get the most out of it. Yes, it was shading down the leg side. It was in the air and completes a very good catch in the end. So the trap set by the bowler eventually paid the price for them. As experienced Mominul Haq departs after scoring a runner ball 8, Chattogram are struggling on 49 for 3.
Irfan Shukr is the new batter in. And here's why he's in. Again, angled in delivery. Just flicked it. The angle was there, prompting the batter to go for the shot. He did go for it, but the field was set.
He went for it half-hearted rather than going full at it. Mominul Haq checked himself at the last moment. It was going down the leg side. That angle coming in. Irfan Shukr, the new batter for Chattogram, played a good knock of 54 in this NCL T20 against Rajshahi. But Masoom Khan Tutul has got his tail up. 9 for 2 on to his second over.
Oh, that's the amount of purchase he gets off the deck. Is a tall bowler, brilliantly bowled. 7 runs and a wicket of this one. We can look at it again. Oh, it rose up and crossed around the shoulder area of Irfan Shukr, who's quite tall himself. Ends the over. 49 for 3 after 7.
দেখ না বল করতেছে
𝗂𝗃𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃. Taken a catch already. Wasn't the easiest of catches. Made it look quite easy though. And was an important catch of Mominul Haq. The 50 comes up for Chattogram though.
Yeah, a big blow for Chattogram. Someone like Mominul Haq with all his experience could have guided the side in chase of 147. 𝗂𝗃𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃. in the air for a while, played that late away from his body. 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗎 has got an interesting story from Hanoi. Prior to this season of National Cricket League 4-day version, he used to go out in the nets of Khulna. He used to wait there for his turn just to bowl in the nets, being patient, and one day he got an opportunity to bowl at the nets, and Chauhan was impressed. Came down the track, gets a single. This is how you get those opportunities in domestic cricket. And suddenly he is now playing regularly in the National Cricket League for his side and playing this big game of NCL T20. I'm sure he will be looking to make an impact. So these are the small stories we don't know often about the players, the struggle.
Stories of persistence, grit, commitment, the hunger to play out in the middle. As you say, Mazhar, we've heard of stories, players waiting to bat in the nets. Oh, it rose up and went out to hit the grill of the helmet of Irfan Shukr. Maybe off the bat or off something, but umpires will follow protocol, I'm sure.
Yeah, that extra bit of bounce surprised Irfan Shukr and zips through as well. Bowled a lot quicker. Exciting prospect, this 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗎. A young cricketer, works really hard on his fitness. He's amongst the fittest guy in this Khulna team, according to their trainer Aslam Khan.
Having a look at it again, straight end and off the bat, straight on to the grill. Came pretty hard, and again an example, an evidence to the youngsters. Always wear a helmet. Safety first. Could have done some severe damage to the batter Irfan Shukr on this occasion. With cross-checking protocol, the concussion protocol being followed. Looks to be fit and fine, Irfan. Again, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg, long on, long off in place, along with a deep point for him. He darted that one in. Just guided for a single. Now, they must make sure that they do keep the wickets in hand, Chattogram.
Yeah, it's a crucial phase from the batting side's perspective. Yes, the power play is done and dusted. They lost 3 wickets, but between 7 to 15 overs, keeping wickets intact will be key in chase of 147.
Similar strategy from Shahadat Deepu as well. So they've managed 5 singles of this 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗎 over. 54 for 3.
Run rate just under 7 per over for Chattogram, but they lost 3 wickets. Shahadat Deepu looking good for his 23 of 13. Irfan Shukr just came in, 2 of 4. They've lost the experienced Mominul Haq, the last wicket to fell. Parvez bowled well in his first over, gave away just 5 runs. And Mehdi Hassan Rana, the left-arm seamer, will start the proceedings from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. He's playing in place of Mrityunjay Chaudhary, another left-arm seamer. Will come around the wicket to the right-hander. Picked up 5 wickets so far in this NCL T20 with the best of 3 for 25. He will be up against Shahzad Hussain Deepu. Takes the charge, came down the wicket, in the air, fielder at deep cover, does well, covering good ground and completes a good catch in the end. Mehdi Hassan Rana strikes in the first ball of his spell, removing the dangerous Shahzad Hussain Deepu trying to cut loose, getting that leading edge, and a sharp catch taken in the deep. As I welcome Samit Kashem brings a wicket for Chattogram.
And a big wicket at that there for Khulna as well. Shahzad Hussain Dipu was looking very good so far. He was off hitting some strokes. He's dismissed now though, 23 off of 14 deliveries at a strike rate of 164. So you can see how important he was to this run chase. 54 for 4 now. And Chittagong are in a spot of bother as Yasser Ali, their captain, comes to the crease. Much will rest on his shoulders. An experienced campaigner and a very capable cricketer is Yasser Ali.
Success for Mediasan Rana. The first ball that he bowled off his spell. Premeditated. Shahzad Hussain Dipu tried to clear that fielder at mid-off. Not the best of timing. Sliced it up and over with that fielder at deep coming into play. Wickets keep tumbling for Chattogram. They lost their 4th wicket. And the skipper Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi needs to make sure Chattogram doesn't lose any more wicket from here on. With the best of 61, he needs to calm things up in the middle at the moment. Decided to give a bat at the last moment.
One thing the Khulna Pacers have done very well so far in this innings is they have clearly picked up on how Chattogram's Pacers bowled earlier on in the day. It wasn't necessarily about steaming in and bowling quickly. It was about varying your lines, your length, your pace. You saw a bowler like Masum Khan Tutul has been around the scene for a long time. He immediately picked up on the fact that how he needs to bowl in conditions like this, and it's been very difficult for Chattogram to face.
And taking that charge, fielder at long on, only get a single. Yeah, they are different sort of bowlers, Samit. Mediasan Rana relies more on swing, tends to hit the deck hard. Tutul, on the other hand, relies more on those change of pace cutters and slowers.
Yes, and they've worked together very well in combination with the rest of the bowling attack here. Nahidul, of course, already amongst the wickets, and Alamin also started strongly for Khulna. 56 for 4. Yasser Ali said he didn't want to chase more than 140, but it's now up to him to get that done.
Close, 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 close. Probably the angle. Oh boy, what are they celebrating for? Is he being run out? Was he out of the crease? Love to see that replay again.
Has he stepped back onto his stumps there, Mazahar? Because it was a slightly delayed reaction. The appeal was turned down, and then all of a sudden, all of the players jumping up in celebration. We're just going to have a look at this again here. You can see there the appeal maybe just going behind. Yes, and you can see there Yasser Ali, as he swung his bat backwards, didn't control it, and he's knocked off his own bails. Understandably, the celebrations from the Khulna contingent, they've got their man. He has out-hit wicket is Yasser Ali. Just waiting for the confirmation, though, as the third umpire has another look at that.
You don't get to this often. You don't get to see this often. That reaction after the delivery, Yasir Ali Chaudhary. Yeah. Unfortunate way to be dismissed. However, we need to wait for the umpire's signal. But I think he's a goner.
And that is not a replay that Yasir Ali Chaudhary, a player of such experience, will want to look at again, because he had his foot back. It's just his arm. He was in no control. He just swung his arm backwards almost with not even really thinking about what the consequences could have been. I don't think he even knew that he hit the bail there. Although the third umpire is having another look at this just to make sure that it was in fact part of his batting action. And there we go. The decision on the big screen is not out. Munir Zaman making the decision there. And I believe the reason he has decided this is because the action of his arm swinging was not in the immediate reaction to his stroke. It seems like he has determined that him stepping back was the immediate reaction to the stroke, which is not what knocked the stumps over. However, you can see that the Khulna team and the team management are not very happy with this decision. And we could see a further delay here as the umpires try to explain what has happened to Nurul Hasan Shohan, the Khulna captain, over the dismissal of, or the possible dismissal of his counterpart, Yasir Ali Chaudhry.
Monu Jamantenku, the third umpire. Khulna head coach Tushar Imran. Still not sure the reason behind that given as not out. But yeah, rightly pointed out Samit, as the umpire, the third umpire, suggests the reason behind giving that not out is that that was not in the motion when the batter hits that bail with his bat. And at times it is considered as a dead ball once the ball is gone. A very good decision in the end by the third umpire. Yes, the bowling side might feel it didn't go their way. But that's how it is. A smile in the face of Yasir Ali Chaudhry. He's lucky. Must mention this fact that he is lucky. Right, we are back as Yasir Ali Chaudhry will take the strike against Mehdi Rana. Fuller outside off. Swing and a miss, going away from the right-hander. But a lucky escape for Yasir Ali Chaudhry.
Absolutely, there are still a lot of heads shaking there. As you can see, Nurul Hasan Shohan, the Khulna captain, is still not sure why his counterpart is not back in the pavilion. But as you said, Mazhar, I think in situations like this, you have to refer to the good judgment of the third umpire. In many situations, that can be considered that maybe the ball was dead by the time he was going on to hit the bails there.
Good ball, good ball. Followed the batter who tried to make some room. Bowling wide at the crease with that angle coming into the right-hander. End of an eventful over, a wicket and just 2 from it. After 9, Chattogram 56 for 4. /56 for 4, Chattogram. Its keeper Yasir Ali got a lucky escape after he hit that bail with the bat, given as not out by the third umpire. Irfan Shukkur 3 of 5. Shada Dipu got the start, 23 of 14. But the openers fell early as Chattogram is looking to build up a partnership in chase of 147.
Spinner, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 to continue. 1 over bowled so far, only 5 runs. He's been economical so far. Bowling to Irfan Shukkur. He's just dropped that away onto the leg side for a single. 56 for 4, 9 overs gone. Or that's a no ball. And a no ball from a spinner is never something you like to see in T20 cricket, especially as a captain. You would hope that at least your slower bowlers can keep that foot behind the line. But 𝗂𝗃𝗃 is clearly struggling there, and now Yasir Ali has a free hit. And you can see not a huge no ball, just marginally, but The line belongs to the umpire.
Goes for that. Nicely bowled. Straight to the fielder at long on. Not allowing 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗃 to free his arms. Yeah, at the moment, the two batters of Chattogram really needs to build up a partnership, rotate the strike. Yes, they're chasing a target of 147, but keeping wickets intact will be key for them. Maybe for the next 2-3 overs, they can just milk around just like this, looking for the singles, and those odd bat deliveries will come through. They can dispatch those for boundaries. But at the moment, they need these two batters out there for at least another 4-5 overs.
Absolutely. The run rate right now is around 6.43, required run rate around 8.16. If they still have wickets in hand going into the last 4 or 5 overs of the match, then a required run rate of over 9, 10 and over is really not much of an issue, but it's the wickets in hand that are crucial. So as you said, these two need to stick around for a while. As Yasser Ali plays that away again for another single. Looks like they are taking the advice of Mr. Mazahar and just trying to stabilize things out there in the middle at the moment.
Yeah, the pressure is back on the Khulna bowlers. They have to restrict Chattogram under that target of 147. And moving towards the offside. So far, it has been a decent over with the bat for Chattogram, taking the singles often.
And the incident that we saw in the last over, that will definitely have an impact on this game, Mazahar, with Khulna clearly thinking that they had their man and he was given another chance. So that might deflate the fielding side a bit. Opportunity to take advantage for the batsman as Yasser Ali plays this one down to long on for a single. So as I was saying, if Khulna's body language drops in the wrong way, in a bad way following an incident like that, then it's something that, especially an experienced pair like Yasser Ali, Irfan Shukr, they can take advantage of something like this now. Use this chance they've had to their advantage.
Nicely bowled, taking the pace off the ball. However, Irfan Shukr will take a single. End of a decent over for Chattogram. They are 64 for 4 after 10 as the players and the match officials will take a drinks break. Yes, we are halfway through the innings. As Chattogram 64 for 4 after 10 inches of 147 posted by Khulna. Two relatively new batter at the crease with skipper Yasir Ali and Irfan Shukr looking to build up a partnership. Khulna, on the other hand, will be looking to pick up more wickets. They've done well so far, picked up 4. As Mehdi Hasan Rana to continue, picked up a wicket in the first ball of his spell today. He will be up against Irfan Shukr. He's got a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket in place and a long on with fine leg up inside the circle. Mid-off cover point. He's got a deep cover and deep third man in place as well. As the left-hander will face Mehdi Hasan Rana. Walks a bit, can take the charge, looking for a run out, and it's a soft dismissal. What were you thinking, Irfan Shukr? There was a loud no call from Yasir Ali, but Irfan Shukr had no clue as he went for that run and eventually run out himself.
What were you thinking indeed? That is exactly what his captain at the other end, Yasir Ali, is saying. He's not happy about this. It's like an inside edge on the LBW appeal. Irfan Shukr wasn't really trying to take a run, nor was he trying to get back, kind of caught in the middle of the pitch. Maybe didn't realize where the ball was and caught well out of his crease. Gone for 7 off just 10 deliveries. Strike rate of 70. They are 64 for 5 now. And Chittagong find themselves in even more of a deep hole now. As Naeem Hassan joins his captain Yasir Ali at the crease. Naeem Hassan, the tall off-spinner, who is also quite handy with the bat. However, this is quite a tall order for him to come into a situation like this. Again, looking at that run out, just wondering what is going through the mind of Irfan Shukr. No movement from Yasir Ali at the other end. At no point did he seem to indicate that he wanted his partner to come through for a single.
Naeem Hassan, the new batter for Chattogram. He came in after that horrible mix-up between Irfan Shukr and Yasir Ali. Things are looking really difficult now for Chattogram. They kept losing wickets in crucial situations of the game, and especially the run out of Irfan Shukr. It was unnecessary. He couldn't time the ball, the connection was not there, but he tried to change end. And he never saw Yasir Ali with that huge call of no. Not good cricket from Chattogram, losing wickets in the middle inches of 147. They need to calm things down now. In the air, falling in no man's land, and will reach the fence for 4. A bit of collusion as well between the two fielders in the deep. Everything is happening today, Samit.
This chase has a little bit of everything, Mazhar. We've got confusion and running between the wickets, confusion in the field, confusion all over the place as this one was sliced off the bat of Naeem Hassan Shohan. There's a fielder in pursuit, and then just running in to the fielder who was coming in from third man as well. But 4 runs is the important conclusion of that delivery. 4 runs to Naeem Hassan.
Oh, that came in sharply. Too good a delivery for someone like Naeem, who's hurt himself in the process. Came in sharply, that unprotected area. Look how it came in sharply. That angle coming in, bit of inside edge. That hurts, Samit, that hurts.
Yeah, that one seemed to hit Naeem on the more unprotected. Just hit him right in the midriff there, off the gloves, and then into the midriff. That definitely will hurt. But very good bowling from Mehdi Hasan Rana. cramping the batsman for room. And in the last couple overs or so, we have welcomed the sun to the Sylhet International Cricket Ground. Just a brighter tinge on things out here in the middle. The green is looking greener. As Naeem Hassan continues to receive some treatment for that blow he picked up, he looks okay to continue. You can see Mehdi Hasan Rana has bowled very well so far. 1.4 overs, 1 for 6, barely given away any runs. Just that boundary from Naeem Hassan, even that was a bit of a sliced shot.
After being hit in his crown jewel, pretty sensitive area. Good to see Naeem Hassan back in his feet. He's got a gully in place in catching position and a backward point as well. Bowling according to the field. Tried to poke at that one, Naeem. Very good bowling by Mehdi Hasan Rana.
It's been lovely to watch Mehdi Hasan Rana and Masum Khan Tultul, the two experienced fast bowlers, and Alamin, also another experienced fast bowler in this Khulna lineup. They are using the conditions here very well. They've read the conditions very well, changing their line, their length, and varying their pace very nicely.
That's wayward. Tried that ball going away from the right-hander. Not the one that he does often. With that natural ball coming into the right-hander, he tried something different. Missed out completely.
I think with that gully in place, he's trying to get Naeem to maybe play a false stroke in the offside, but that one was a bit too wide for him to get any bat on it.
No fielders on the onside, inside the ring. Again, looking to bowl that wide to the right-hander, inviting him to give a bat on that one. Wide given. They've got a trap for Naeem. There's a fielder at deep third, a fielder at gully catching position, backward point, and there's a deep cover as well. So the idea would be to the ball going away from the right-hander, ask him to poke at it. Just like that, Naeem Hassan does well. A dot ball to end the over. Another very good one. 7 T for 5 after 11. Quiet phase going on. From the context of the game, at one point, Chattogram thought that 147 seemed to be enough for them to chase. But Khulna does well in reply with the ball. Parvez Jiban to continue, give away 13 from his first 2 overs. He will be up against Yasir Ali. Hint of turn again, a bit of mix-up as well, had to run that hard. Finally takes that quite comfortably in the end. But yeah, at the moment, the two batters out there, I think Naeem Hassan needs to play a bit in a positive frame of mind now. At times when you don't hit those boundaries, you tend to get into the shell, and all of a sudden you tend to feel that pressure of that required run rate. Change of field for Naeem. There's a backward square leg deep. Also a deep mid-wicket and a long on in place. Tried to play that sweep shot. Probably hitting outside the off stump, the impact.
Yes, that looked like it would. The impact was just outside off stump. And absolutely right, Mazhar. I think you've identified correctly. Yeah, as we can see, that one was clearly outside the line of off stump, the impact. Naeem is probably the one who now needs to take a bit more of an aggressive role. Not just for his own confidence, but also he has to realize that the required run rate is now creeping up close to that 9 runs and over mark. And his captain really needs to be there till the end. So if someone has to get them, bring that required run rate down, that is now Naeem's responsibility. As he goes for a reverse, doesn't quite connect, but also doesn't connect well enough to get to that fielder at short fine. Just a single there. Gets himself off a strike and brings Yasser Ali back on strike, who will now perhaps feel a bit of pressure. 3 balls, only 2 runs from this over so far. Required run rate getting close to 9 and over.
Brilliant bowling. Keeping Yasser Ali out of the strike and making sure Naeem Islam taking most of it. With those dot balls, the pressure will keep mounting on Yasser Ali at the other end, while Naeem may think that he needs to go for it. A wicket may be coming again, Samit.
That was excellent adjustment. He saw Yasser Ali coming down the wicket and just dragged it back quickly.
Works on the onside, looking for that single. Yeah, apart from the singles, they need to score those boundaries as well. As you mentioned, the required run rates just closer to 9 now. Outstanding bowling. Brilliant over. Just 4 from it. Chattogram 74 for 5 after 12. Yeah, the weather is ideal for a big sleep, for a long sleep. And he's not missing that opportunity. Still, no interest about the game.
There's nothing quite like being asleep on a cold winter morning anywhere in Bangladesh, Mazhar. It's a separate kind of comfort that only we understand here in Bangladesh. I myself had an early morning flight today to catch to get to these matches today, and I could have used a couple more hours like our friend in the stands.
Dealing in singles at the moment, the 2 Chattogram batters. I'm sure the pressure will be on Yasser Ali, the skipper. The responsibility to guide his side at the same time, looking for those boundaries and runs as well, with that required run rate creeping up. Tipu Sultan, the new bowler for Khulna, bowled well in this tournament. Picked up 3 wickets in the previous game as well. Left-arm spinner. Yeah, Chattogram needs 72 or 46. They have to eye someone. They have to target a bowler now, Chattogram. And probably it can be Tipu Sultan.
And there's that target that you were speaking of, Mazhar. Yasser Ali taking to the new bowler and Tipu Sultan rocking back onto the back foot and smashing it away over deep mid-wicket for 6. Excellent stroke from Yasser Ali. Picked up the length very, very early, and he's a powerful fellow, and that easily cleared the boundary.
Not the best of deliveries. It was a long hop. Reacted really quickly, Yasser Ali, onto his back foot in a flash. Now, once again, goes to the back foot. This time, in front of that square fielder towards backward point, waited for it till the last moment and then played that shot. So some sort of positivity now from the bat of Yasir Ali. After that sixer in the first ball, he went for the boundary in the next one.
Aggressive intent from Yasir Ali. There are plenty of fielders on the offside, especially inside the ring, but he pierced that gap perfectly. 4 runs.
Yeah, they need to target someone, and Tipu Sultan gave away 11 from his first 5 balls. He will be under some sort of pressure, so the idea will be not to get settled Tipu Sultan and make the most out of this over. Last ball of it. Goes for the drive again, sounded good. It's straight to the fielder at deep, will only get a single, but nevertheless a very good over for Chattogram. 12 coming from it. They are 86 for 5 after 13. One need of 42 balls for Chattogram. They are in chase of 147, and the previous over has been good for them. 12 coming off Tipu Sultan's over. Yasir Ali Rabbi to face Parvez, the off spinner. That's kept a bit low. The intention is to not to allow them enough pace to go for it.
And we've seen both things happen with the spinners today. We've seen some keep low, but we've also seen some great bounce from the spinners as well. So it's not the easiest of wickets as Yasir Ali rocks back onto this one, and that is comfortably in to the grass bank here at the Sylhet International Stadium. Very similar to the shot he played in the last over off of Tipu Sultan. You do not want to drop it short as a spinner to Yasir Ali. He picks up the length very, very quickly. Once again, smashes it over deep mid-wicket, and that's a big 6. Very good intent here from Yasir Ali. He knows that much of this run chase is now on his shoulders, and he's not hanging about.
A bit of turn as well from Parvez. And as long Yasir Ali Chaudhary is at the crease, Chattogram can hope to chase this target of 147. We have seen Yasir Ali striking a 6 in the previous over, and now a 6 right away in this over, putting pressure back onto the bowler. They need 54 of 39 balls now. They need Yasir Ali to stay there till the end. Goes for the paddle sweep. Dot ball.
Yes, as you mentioned, Yasir Ali is definitely the key here, but Naeem Hassan has an important role to play, as he cannot take up too many dot balls here. If he's not going to hit any boundaries, might as well take the single, put Yasir Ali back on strike. But don't put him under pressure by taking too many dot balls now.
Yeah, you mentioned about the dot balls, 2 in a row now. Probably a big shot coming from Naeem Hassan. Needs to release the pressure of Yasir Ali at the other end. Last ball of the over. Darted in, quicker delivery, single taken. Not a bad over for Chattogram. 8 coming off it. After 14, they are 94 for 5.
Al-Amin coming back into the attack for... Masum Khan is coming back into the attack for Khulna. Bowled brilliantly so far, picked up 2 wickets. As we also have someone new coming into the commentary box, Mr. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗏. Welcome back, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗏. It's a critical phase of this match now. We should be in for an exciting finish.
Thank you, Sameed. And hello, everyone. Yes, required run rate now just shy of 9. So 52 runs required. 35 balls. Yeah, they do have a task in front of their hands, and 𝗂𝗂 𝗦𝗃𝗃𝗏 will be key, but you rightly mentioned that whoever is giving him company in the middle has an important role to play as well. Masum Khan total, he's been so good, especially under the conditions. Now they're coming back for the second. Throw at the bowler's end. And perhaps too much for the player to pick it up.
Yeah, you just mentioned the way that 𝗃𝗃 has been bowling so far in this match, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗏, as we just see the quick second run taken there. It's been very impressive given he's only played 1 match so far in this tournament. This is only his 2nd match in the tournament, and to come in and have figures like this, 2 for 12 in 2.2 overs, outstanding work from the experienced campaigner.
It's nicely helped away. Just a slap. He waited for it, and good awareness from Yasir Ali Chaudhary as well, as both the third and the point were on the edge of the circle. 4 runs, brings up the 100 as well.
Very good batting from Yasir Ali Chaudhary. If you've watched 𝗃𝗃 bowl so far in this match, he has been a bit slower. It hasn't come onto the bat quite as quickly. So you can see Yasir Ali has noticed that from the previous overs, and he waited on that one to come, played it late, got it over the infield.
Goes there again, but right after that shot, the third was pushed back to the deep, allows that single. It's coming back to Masum Khan total. You mentioned experience, and even from Mazhar, you know, he's been there for a while, and that's what experience brings in. He's been there for 10 years in the circuit. Well bowled.
Been around for a long time, his 𝗃𝗃, and more known as a limited overs campaigner. Played a lot of list A matches in his career, not so much a first-class cricketer, but a very experienced list A and T20 campaigner through the domestic Bangladeshi leagues. And this is the kind of tournament where players like him have a chance to show their stuff. Play and a miss. Naeem Hassan trying to keep up with his captain at the other end, but 9 off 15. He's putting pressure on his captain at the other end, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗏.
Ends the over importantly with the dot ball, 102 for 5. You're here in the serene city of Sylhet, the picturesque Sylhet International behind. You can see the tea gardens and some numbers on top. Not far behind as far as the middle overs are concerned. Chattogram just 4 runs behind in comparison to their opposition, but have lost 2 wickets more. They've lost 3 wickets in the middle overs. They could have lost 1 more, but didn't. Now they need 45 in the remaining 5. Go straight away. There's no one there. Over wide is long off for 4. Al-Amin greeted with the boundary.
Lovely shot from Yasir Ali, just wide outside of the off stump, and he's played it away over, as you said, a wide-ish long off. And it seems to be coming down to a battle between the 2 captains today. Nurul Hassan Chauhan a big part of the reason why Khulna got to 147. And if Chittagong are to chase it down, Yasser Ali will be a big reason why.
He was just trying to help it on its way. He's aware that the third and point are again on the edge of the circle, but playing a miss. He'll have to be wary.
This was the phase of the first innings, Chamonnoy, where Nurul Hassan Chauhan really cut loose. Yasser Ali looking to do the same.
Angled in, quick single taken. They need him to be there in the middle.
Naeem Hassan back on strike now, and now the Khulna, not just the bowler, but the entire fielding unit, who want to try to make sure that they keep the pressure on Naeem Hassan. Don't let him take an easy single now. Ask him to go for the big hit, maybe lose his wicket.
He's trying, he's gone for that. But they'll allow, no, Yasser Ali says, I'll remain at the striker's end. He's happy with the single. You mentioned Chauhan, how he began to cut loose, that he was there till the 19th over. But he was, he sort of started losing partners around him. Wicket fell in the 17th, another wicket fell in the 18th. And he himself got out in the 19th.
Yeah, they lost 6 wickets in the end, did Khulna. This one is nicely played down to long on for another single to Yasser Ali. Last ball of the over coming up here. Naeem Hassan now on strike. So he probably will not want to take a single because Yasser Ali will probably want strike for the next over. So this is almost a bit of a free hit now for Naeem Hassan.
But they also want to, you know, take as much runs as possible. The onside's free, the single is on. He goes for the big hit. Sounded good off the bat. It is good. Up and above. Away for a 6 to end the 16th. You called for it. He went for it and got it.
Sensible but aggressive batting from Naeem Hassan there. He knew that this was the last ball of the over and his captain would want to keep the strike for the next one. But he got the right delivery. That was the key. He didn't just swing at anything. The ball was in the right area, and he's a strong lad, is Naeem Hassan. Big, tall, has levers, got under it. And the levers are part of the reason he was able to get that elevation and get it just over that fielder at deep wicket. Excellent shot. 6 runs, very valuable 6 runs for Chattogram, as the required run rate has now dropped back down to just 8 runs an over, 4 overs to go.
Mehdi Hasan Rana from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. Coming round the wicket, pulled away. Well done in the deep. Think it's Nahidul there. Definitely saving a few runs as Yasser has to settle for a single.
We are set for a grandstand finish here at the Sylhet International Stadium, and why not? The winner has everything to gain and the loser has everything to lose here today.
Banged it in short. Paid it on the rise, did Naeem, but importantly gave the strike back to the captain. You mentioned the required run rate, well within reach, especially with 5 wickets in hand.
Yeah, they'll just want to make sure now that they don't lose too many more wickets, especially in this phase here. Keep the wickets in hand for the end, and then this target is very much in their reach.
Oh, that's a thump. Fielder in contention. Takes the catch. Mohammad Mithun. Well judged. And Mehdi Hasan Rana gets the all-important wicket of Yasser Ali Chaudhry Rabbi. He thought he had got all of it, but he didn't.
And just as I was saying that this is exactly when you do not want to lose a wicket, Chittagong have lost their prized wicket. Their captain Yasser Ali Chaudhry goes gone for 37 off 27 balls. Tried to play another one over deep mid-wicket. He's hit a couple sixes down there already, but those were off of spinners. This time it was off of Rana. This time he didn't get enough. And Mohammad Mithun takes a comfortable catch on the boundary. 117 for 6 now, Chittagong, chasing 147.
Yeah, here's the wicket again. He pulled it, sounded good, but it's more of the height than the distance. Mithun initially was coming forward, take a few steps back, was aware of the boundary, took the great catch. Ahmed Sharif, the new batter in, appeal. The bowler is very excited. He's got his tail up, has Mehdi Hasan Rana.
Ahmed Sharif was outstanding with the ball earlier today, but he's going to have to be even more outstanding with the bat if Chittagong are to have any chance of pulling this one out of the bag. Good delivery, this. It didn't look like it hit the bat, but it looked like it might have been an issue with height there, or maybe even sliding down the leg side. Definitely a height issue.
Hitting around the knee roll and the angle at which he's operating at Mehdi Hasan Rana, coming around the wicket, the left arm seamer. Gets the ball just to do a bit of the deck, enough. Now the required run rates has got up to 9, Sameed. Needs something special from the batters.
Absolutely, how a wicket can change things, and that was such an important wicket. Good use of his bowlers here from Sean today. He's rotated them intelligently, smartly. Didn't succumb to the pressure.
They wouldn't mind these singles, Khulna. The wicket taking over. 17 done. 118 for 6, Chattogram. Need 29 in the remaining 3. Yeah, that's the equation. Pretty straightforward, and required run rate. So 9.67. Ahmed Sharif. Masoom Khan Tutul from the Walton end, and he carries on in the same manner. He's making the batter's life difficult. With all his experience, again, length delivery outside the off. He knows that these batters are known more for their bowling. The ones in the crease now. This time angles it in. Fair bit of bounce. He's a tall bowler.
Outstanding bowling again from Masoom Khan, and I've been so impressed by the way that him and Mehdi Hasan Rana have bowled. These two pacers, the right armour and the left armour, working together. They've bowled 6.2 overs between them now, Shaman, and they have 4 for 28 in that period. Outstanding bowling in tandem from the two pacers.
Comes down the wicket, hits it. Does it have enough? It does. Gone through 𝗵𝗁 for 4. Much needed boundary from the bat of Ahmed Sharif.
Ahmed Sharif must be feeling that he has to win this game on his own for Chittagong with bat and ball. Just playing that away through deep mid-wicket. Anamul Haq Bijoy maybe will have felt that he could have cut that off, but it was a tough one.
Yeah, I was looking to hit a big one, was Ahmed Sharif. Side the off. Missed it altogether. Well bowled again. Not making it easy for the batters at all.
Well, he saw the one that Ahmed Sharif did connect with, and now he's just sending the next two balls a little higher than that one that he got. So now Ahmed Sharif is still playing the same stroke, but he's missing it, whereas previously he hit it.
4 important dots apart from that single delivery which went for boundary. Bowling the 18th, make that 5 dots. Again, even though he's been hit for a boundary, this is a spectacular over. 122 for 6. Masum Khan total 2 for 21 of his 4 overs. Superb figures, and Mehdi Hasan Rana 2 for 11, just 11. His 3 overs will bowl the penultimate one from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. 3.67 his economy. Mehdi Hasan Rana's. This is some superb stuff, especially when you were defending a lowish, maybe a moderate total, if I may say. The idea was right. Execution quite not there, but still gettable.
Absolutely, Shamunai. These days, almost any equation that you see at the end of a T20 match seems somewhat gettable, but when you watch the way that the bowlers are performing so far and how difficult it's been for the batsmen to connect, you know that it's going to be a bit of a struggle, even though the equation is not impossible.
Again, taken pace off, and ball is gripping a bit because of the moisture, and they're slowing it down. So the batter needs to come to the pitch of the ball.
It's been we've said it before. It's been extremely intelligent bowling, especially by these two pacers. They haven't bowled extremely quickly. They've varied their lines, varied their length, and most importantly, varied their pace. And it's been very difficult for any of the Chittagong batsmen to pick up.
He goes straight. Will only change ends once. Again, yes, taking nothing away from the seamers. Of course, they've topped and bowled according to the conditions, but also the spinners. They've given them good support.
Absolutely, it's been a real team effort from this Khulna bowling unit, which is really how they've actually come throughout this entire tournament. Khulna, no real standout bowlers, no one who you see in the top 5 or even 10 wicket takers in this tournament, but working well as a unit. 7 wickets, 7 wickets, 8 wickets. That's more the spread that they have.
Again, the batter is having to reach out for it, but that's where the captain comes in. Referring to the discussion we are having, Chauhan knows his team quite well, marshalling his troop. exceptionally.
Absolutely, and you can see what an important wicket Yasser Ali was. Sharif has come in and he's tried his best, but 1 boundary and 5 runs from 10 balls, which means he's really struggled.
Pretty much a replay of what has been going on in this over.
Another swing, another miss. 1 ball remaining in Mehdi Hasan Rana's spell. He's bowled outstanding so far. Only given away 12 runs, picked up 2 wickets, and he's about to bowl his final delivery. Let's see how he finishes this off.
Took the wicket of Yasir Ali Chaudhary and Shahzad Hussain Deepu. Oh, inside edge. Could have gone onto the stumps. Luckily for the batter, it doesn't. Brilliantly bowled 19th over, which makes it 24 to get off the final one. 1, 2, 3 for 6. Chattogram. They need 6 boundaries. If no wides or no balls are bowled. Alamin to Naeem in the block hole. Inside edge, that one's running away. They get the first. They need 5 more at least.
Well, when you need 24 runs from 6 balls, this is the ideal way to start. Inside edge through the legs of the batter, and beats the short fine leg fielder and goes all the way down to the boundary. 5 balls left, 5 more boundaries needed.
Thinking of coming back for the second. They are coming back for the second. So at the keeper's end. That's not a boundary, which makes the equation difficult, but it's still gettable. But they need a maximum in the mix now. Good running, but they need more than that. Alamin looking for the Yorker. Turns it into a low full toss. Well batted. One-handed shot by Naeem for 4. Took the bottom hand off. Can he do the impossible for Chattogram?
Alamin has been the most expensive of Khulna's bowlers so far. Naeem Hasan, they're taking advantage of a ball that was in his pads. Hit away through the leg side for 4 runs. 14 off 3 now. They still need a 6.
Flat shot. Nothing there. And Naeem decides against the run. It's the dot balls in the previous over that have kind of ruined it for them.
Yeah, just a few singles in that last over. And this might have not have been as impossible as it seems now. 14 off 2. Now you need a mistake from the bowling unit.
He gets hold of that one. He does get hold of that one. Goes all the way. It is a 6 of the bat of Naeem Hasan. Now has it come a little too late?
It probably has, but it's still been entertaining from Naeem Hasan. A nice stroke there. Again, using those long levers that he has. Even though it hit the bottom end of the bat, his arms are so long that he managed to get enough strength on it from before. Lofts it over the long off fielder. 6 runs, one ball remaining, and it's a dot ball. And that draws this game to a close. 139 for 6 at the end of 20 overs are Chattogram. They have fallen 8 runs short of the target set forth by Khulna, who move on to the qualifier match, and Chittagong move on out of this Al-Afra Bank, Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton.
Yeah, Khulna have won this match by 7 runs. By 7 runs. It was a 6th hit on the 5th delivery by Naeem Hassan. A valiant effort nonetheless, but this has been a superb team effort from Khulna. Nurul Hasan Chauhan leading the way, and his men obliging, following him. The bowlers did brilliantly, but here's how it ended. Al-Amin bowling the last over with the Yorker in the block hole when it mattered, yet they needed aid. So anyway, as our fellow commentator mentioned, they required a mistake from the bowling side, which Al-Amin didn't make, and in the end proving to be a little too much for the Port City, the team from the Port City, to get. The floodlights are here on, but this is what the batting card looks like for Chattogram. Bit of starts from Mahmudullah Sanjoy and Sadiqur Rahman. Shahzad Sandeepu, 23 of 14 in quick time, but Mehdi Hasan Rana got his important wicket, run a ball, 8 for Mominul, and Masum Khan Total got his wicket. Irfan Shukr was run out. Yasir Ali Chaudhry, 37 of 27, striking at 137, and Naeem Hassan unbeaten, 34. This is what the bowling card looks like.
A very good bowling performance here from Khulna, especially from Masum Tutul, 4 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets, and Mehdi Hasan Rana, 4 overs, 12 runs for 2 wickets. Excellent bowling from the 2 pacers. The spinners also contributing. Here's the fall of wickets. See some good strokes played by Yasir Ali early on.
Shahzad Sandeepu was still in the middle, along with Mominul Haq, trying to find that partnership, but here's the wicket, angled in delivery. The field was set for that shot, and Jibon taking a good catch. Yeah, came down the wicket and giving that catch away to Azizul Hakim did Shahzad Deepu. This is Irfan Shukr. Loud appeal, not given, but he ran half the way. Bit of a confusion between him and the captain, Yasir Ali Chaudhry. Then he took over. A few lusty blows, a few clever shots, some touches, some pulls, moving the front leg, thumped backward point in front of square. Then Naeem Hassan hitting that 6 as well. This is Yasir Ali Chaudhry's wicket. Catch taken in the deep by Mithun. Done well, but it was too much to get of the last over. Even though he got a maximum, it was a bit too much. They required 24 of the last over, bowled by Al-Amin. It's a brilliant bowling display by Masum Khan Tutul, Mehdi Hasan Rana, Al-Amin and Nahidul Islam. Make sure that they've restricted Chattogram to 139 for 6, and Khulna in the end winning the match, winning the eliminator by 7 runs. We'll be going to the field to Mazharuddin Omi.
We have witnessed a cracker of a contest here at the eliminator, the do-or-die encounter, where Khulna go on to win by 7 runs over Chattogram division. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of this Al-Arafa Islami Bank Presents NCL T20 2024-25, powered by Walton in association with Lily, Ace Properties and Oryx. First of all, let me introduce to our guest today. We have Mr. Rabiul Islam Milton, Additional Executive Director, Walton High-Tech Industries PLC, MD Aminul Islam Bhuiya, Deputy Managing Director and CTO, Al-Arafa Islami Bank PLC, Engineer MD Habibullah, Senior Executive Vice President and Head of GSD, Al-Arafa Islami Bank PLC, and Mr. Mizanur Rahman, Operative Director, Remark HB Limited. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us. Right, first of all, let me call upon Yasir Ali Chaudhry to come up and have a few words, please. Yasir, tough luck. Your bowlers did the job, probably losing few early wickets up front. Undone you?
I think, yes, bowlers did a pretty decent job, but I think they did 20 runs extra. I think that was a wicket where we could have restricted them at 120. But nevertheless, it was a chasing total. If we could have utilized the power play well, maybe a bit two or three less wickets, I think it would have gone our way.
What about your wicket? It was also crucial. Being you in the end might have been different.
Yes, like I said, I had to finish that game. I think partially it's also my fault that if I could have finished the game, we could have won.
Hard luck and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Yasir Ali Chaudhury, the captain of Chattogram division. Right, it's time for me to call upon the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match. We have quite a few contenders with the likes of Mehdi Rana and Tutul, but for his 52 of 39 balls, including 6 fours and 2 sixes, is the captain of Khulna, Noor Hassan Chauhan, the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match. He will collect a check and a crest from our guest. Batted really well under pressure. At one point, it never looked Khulna go on to post that total of 146, but the skipper led from the front and make sure they post a winning total in the end. Chauhan, if you please come up and have a few words. Chauhan, it was a tight game. First of all, with the bat, lost a few early wickets. What went through in the middle when we were out there?
You know, the condition and the wicket was a little bit of tricky, and I think it's a tough wicket to bat on, and I think I can put some score for my team. That will help my team to make a good total, and I think obviously Rana and Tutul give us that momentum to restrict them.
Yeah, you mentioned about Rana and Tutul. What were your message to them since you are not defending a big target?
You know, we are talking about that if bowlers bowl, if bowlers hit the wicket, then it is difficult for the batsmen. So we just want to make sure our process well, and that's it.
Well done, well played, and all the best for the qualifier too.
Thank you.
Noor Hassan Chauhan, the captain of Khulna division, and that concludes the presentation party here. Back to the combox.
Yeah, another exciting game of cricket. This is what it looks like. Chattogram division chasing a target of 147, fell short. 139 for 637 from Yasir Ali Chaudhury, unbeaten. 34 from Naeem Hassan, but wasn't enough. 2 for 12. Mehdi Hassan Rana, 2 for 21. Tutul did very well to restrict the side. Now, up next is the qualifier 1, where the table toppers take on each other. Dhaka Metro versus Rangpur. We'll be back with the next match shortly.